I love Klein and Alley, you little bitch.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Do-do-do.
Hello, my favorite people in the whole wide world.
Good morning, everybody.
Whoa, sweet Devin Steak, did you see that?
Viva Klein and Alley show. Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, good morning. Welcome to your KROQ Klein Alley Show, back in your ear holes where we belong. Or if you'd rather, for some visual stimulation, check us out on YouTube. We're streaming there right now on KROQ's YouTube. See what it looks like in this studio. I'm Klein, that's Allie.
Good morning.
Normally I'd say there's DJ Omar Khan, but he is under the weather, so we say hello to Jake the Nerd.
Hello.
And then you got Postmaster Johnny and Vanessa answering the calls inside that chicken coop in the back at 800-520-1067.
Come here, chicken.
Lots to get into today, and lots to give you today as well. We gave away that trip, was it yesterday, to Australia. And then we announced the next one, which obviously will send you to go see Turnstile in Lisbon, Portugal. And I'll tell you, no one was more excited about us giving away this Australian trip than our one Australian listener that left a message begging us to never, ever mention his country ever again.
All right. G'day, it's Luke, your Australian listener here. I'm listening to the podcast for yesterday's show on Monday. You're finally giving away the trip to Australia. Thank God that's over. Dead set. If I have to listen to any more terrible Australian accents, especially from your listeners. Your listeners did the absolute worst one. One of them started as like Irish and then like went on to Jamaican. Oh, it was awful. And then Ali's is like just,
amazing.
Almost like Cockney, but not. A couple of words are fine, but bloody hell. Just don't give away any more trips to Australia if you're going to do accents, all right? Love this show. Long-time listener. Change the title back.
That's our real Australian listener right there.
Come on, man. Don't be a Debbie Downer.
He sounds fake.
He
sounds fake.
Yeah, his
and
accent
this is the real one.
His accent was not great either, let's be honest. So he is so thrilled that we're not doing that one. And none of us do a Lisbon accent, so we're safe.
None of us can even attempt a Portugal accent. I don't even know what that would be like.
But we'll make that happen for you today. Also, Allie, I will be opening up the one of the mystery boxes that I had purchased as part of my side hustle, Force Resolution. Finally was tracked down, has arrived. It's full.
Do you want to explain how it was, quote, tracked down? This goose chase that you were on that really was nobody's fault but yours?
Well, it said it was delivered in the middle of last week, but I never saw this box. And in my mind, I had ordered a pallet of stuff because this was part of the side hustle, is that I went online and I found a place you could order pallets from, and it was pallets of returned items. I paid the money. I received the tracking number, and it said it arrived, but yet I never saw a pallet. In my mind, a pallet is massive, so I'm thinking, how do I miss a pallet? And apparently what I paid for was part of a pallet, not an entire pallet.
You paid for a couple of boxes.
And the boxes that said they were delivered, I didn't see anywhere, so I assumed that they got porch pirated, I got robbed, or they just were never delivered.
And you were on the phone with people
tracking it down. They said we have confirmation that it was delivered. Without that picture, a lot of times, even if they deliver food now, they'll take a picture of the food to show you that they actually did their job.
To make it idiot-proof for people like you.
So when I say I didn't get my hamburger, they're like, here's a picture of the hamburger sitting at your front door. So that's on you now. And after a lot of conversations, wasted time, tracking, and everything else, the box had been carried, because usually when things get delivered, they're not for me, they're for my wife. And the box of stuff was sitting with my wife's boxes.
Right. It was in your home the whole time.
It was in my home. Yeah.
How long did it take you to look at the photo to see it was just a box?
Another couple of hours.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So there was
Perfect.
But I have it here today, and we'll unveil it and see what's there.
I don't think you deserve this box.
I don't. I don't. I'm not good at anything, is what I've learned every single day. This show teaches me that on a daily basis. KROQ Klein Alley Show. Good morning. Klein Alley Show, and not to brag, Alley, but I got action last night from my mother-in-law yet again.
Oh, no, that's right. She's in town.
In town to help out because my wife is down to one arm because of the broken wrist, and then they follow up wrist surgery with the screws and everything else.
Is she still on good meds?
No, she stopped taking the good meds because she said they were backing her up. And I was like, but I love the good meds, so I'll take the good meds.
Opioid-induced constipation is a thing. You just have to take a lot of laxatives.
I said, if you just keep taking more of them, I don't think you'll care.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I can't keep taking the good meds. And I said, great, I will take the good meds then.
You're like, I could poop through it.
Yeah, that's not going to stop me.
Oh, man, all day.
Yeah, that's a challenge. But her mom arrived at town. I was, the last time we talked about it, I said that her mom has a history of kissing me on the lips when she says, not a lot, but when she says hello, like when she arrived.
Every time, right? Every time, and you even try to go one way or the other, and she finds your lips.
Right, I bob and weave a little bit. I kind of bob. Not that I'm trying to not kiss her on the lips, but I'm just I offer a cheek, like a nice thing. But
like
usually,
a normal person.
Like a normal person, and she hits the lips, sometimes part of the lips, sometimes the full lips.
Does she do, like, side lips?
We've hit side lips a few times.
Oh, that's a weird one.
And then, this was the conversation, you guys told me to tell my wife what was happening. This was a few months ago, but this was a conversation I had with my wife. And I thought after this conversation, this time the mother-in-law would not kiss me on the lips. I thought maybe
that your wife
would
talk
say,
to her?
hey, just so you know, I don't think it's weird you're kissing him on the lips, but this was the conversation.
I think it's weird that when your mom kisses me, like she kisses me on the mouth.
Why are you talking about this?
I was just, do you think it's weird or no?
Yeah, I guess.
I was wondering, does she see the way she goes, Brian a kiss, she goes like cheek to cheek. But then me, she kisses me on the lips.
What made you think of this? I don't.
So I thought after
I'm gonna
this.
turn this around and make you gross.
Right. Yeah, now I'm the creep all of a sudden. So I wasn't sure this time because she arrived yesterday. I thought to myself, well, when I get home, she's going to be there.
It is interesting that the other brother, like the brother-in-law.
Yeah, right. Her sister's husband doesn't get kissed on the lips.
And is he uggo?
Bald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can kiss bald guys all day. You have hair.
I got hair.
You got a pig nose, though.
It's true.
It's easier to find your lips that way.
Yeah. So the answer is yesterday I get home, and I was thinking to myself, will this continue, or is this going to be the end of the era of kissing her on the lips? And I said, hey, well, how was hey, good to see you. How was your flight? And she came over, hug, and then kind of hit the lips again.
Where on the lips? Right at
Center,
smack dab?
Smack dab.
Wow.
Yeah,
What do you mean, kinda?
On the lips, dude. Right in the middle.
It's
Bullseye.
not like she's lingering.
No, not a linger, no tongue, nothing like that. It's a peck. It's a.
She's trying to lean in a little bit. See what happens, man.
It's less than a 1 second peck, but it's still.
I mean, who has the opportunity to make out with their mother-in-law? Only you.
It's not making out, by the way. It's not.
It could happen.
It'd be one of those mother-daughter videos, man.
It's not.
Yeah, maybe she's the new throat goat.
There's no. Don't try to pass your mom's title around, Allie.
I'm just saying, obviously she wants you.
I just thought because of the intervention last time that you guys forced me to have, the uncomfortable, awkward chat, that this would maybe be the first time that she would say,
well, it seems
handshake or fist bump or something like that. And that was not the case.
Well, now you got to talk to her about it and get that on tape.
You should. She's here. It's a great time to talk to her about it.
What am I going to do? Sit down with my mother-in-law and say, I just want to ask you, why do you kiss me on the lips?
Yeah.
You know what you should do is you should bring it, this has probably happened on a show or a movie or something. You put it on, and then when that scene happens, you go, that's weird, isn't it?
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, and they go, and then she'll be like, well, I do that. And you'll be like, oh, speaking of that,
maybe she's
please stop. It's horrifying.
Maybe she's trying to bob and weave. Maybe that's the whole thing. Maybe
You're just terrible at bobbing?
Maybe I'm just a terrible bob and weaver. Maybe I'm just the world's worst boxer.
You're being blocked by your own nose.
Get out of here.
KROQ Mile High Club. Favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 4. Take a selfie at Belane Tower. Get lost in a cobblestone alley while drinking an espresso. Miss your flight home. When you see Grammy-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list to see Turnstile at Nail Colorama Festival in Lisbon, along with over a dozen artists including Deftones, Interpol, Violent Femmes, and more, courtesy of Atlantic Records.
Hey, this is Brendan from Turnstile, and you're listening to the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
KROQ, your Klein Alley show, and every day give you a chance to win some of Allie's money around this time. $100 could be a $500 Friday. Right now, though, all you got to do is know more about the news than Allie does, and she will give you her money. Theme songs oftentimes pile up on the goat line. These are custom theme songs just to usually get inside of Allie's head and shake her confidence before she has to answer the questions.
A truly unique theme song lives and dies in the moment.
In this particular case, Allie, I believe the theme song is attacking me more than you.
Oh, interesting plot twist.
So here you go to get you in the right frame of mind to take Allie's money.
Here's a jingle for the news. He's got 2 buttholes and a sausage toe, too. Ooh. Let's find out if his co-host knows the news. Don Ron Hook, rectum and anus.
Thank you, sir. What a lovely song, and we greatly appreciate it.
I love the yarn round hook reference
nice,
at the end there.
Nice throw into Jake's crocheting. Appreciate that.
How was that sausage toe? Is it good?
The sausage toe goes away it's a summer ailment more than a winter ailment.
Oh,
but,
interesting. So it hibernates in the winter?
Yeah, but because of the unseasonably warm temperatures we're having right now, I do believe the sausage toe is back.
Oh, it's rearing its ugly little head.
If you don't heal your sausage toe, I think you have it forever. So it's a permanent. Of all the things I currently have going on with me, that's the least of my worries. Elizabeth in Newport Beach, welcome to KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hopefully you're $100 richer at the end of this call. Allie's going to leave the KROQ studios.
Okay.
I got 5 questions here, all about things happening in the news. You will learn something, and potentially you will earn something as well. As she walks out of the studios, your round can officially begin. Please answer these questions quickly, confidently, and accurately. And here we go.
Allie knows the news.
Question number 1. Between the Super Bowl and the Olympics, California is predicting that they will be earning this much money. This is how much money between the Super Bowl happening this weekend and the Olympics starting when it comes to California soon. They believe that it's going to bring in how much money for the state of California. There's an estimation.
$10 billion?
$10 billion. Go to question number 2. Today's show host, Savannah Guthrie, is gone from delivering the news to being in the news. Why?
Her mom is lost.
Question number 3.
In Arizona.
This alcohol brand is auctioning off a $35,000 9-carat diamond ring for Valentine's Day. Which alcohol brand is behind this promotion?
Grey Goose.
Question 4. Let's go with this. Post Malone, fresh off of his performance at the Grammys, has announced that he will be going on a summer tour with who? The two of them will be on tour together.
Morgan Wallen.
And finally, question number 5. There's a nurses' strike that has now entered its 2nd week. Where? Where would you find the nurse strike currently taking place, entering week number 2?
Colorado.
All right. Let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. $100 on the line. Learn about the news, I think. And you'll be smarter. Everyone is forced to be smarter at the end of this. I think that's what we've learned. How would you have done had you been battling Allie for her money? Question number 1, Allie. There's a estimation by the state of California as to how much money the Super Bowl / Olympics will generate for the state of California. What is the projection as to how much money that will bring into this state?
$70 billion.
Okay.
Is that high?
She said her guess was $10 billion. Allie is guessing $70 billion, which seems like a high number. The correct answer is $18 billion. Ooh. So I'm going to go ahead and say congratulations, as you are closer and did not go over, Elizabeth. You will get the point, and you go up 1 early on Allie.
Once there are billions, I just lose all ability
seems
to
like
tell
it doesn't
how
matter
much money is what.
Because they'll say we brought in $18 billion, but somehow our debt has tripled or something like that.
Right. But taxes, and you're like, okay.
Question number 2, Allie's down 1 early. Today's show host, Savannah Guthrie, has gone from delivering the news to being in the news. Why is that?
Her mom is missing.
Okay, that is exactly what Elizabeth said. Her mom has gone mysteriously missing in Arizona, and both of you get the point. And we go to question number 3. Very strange story. Question 3. This alcohol brand is behind auctioning off a $35,000 9-carat diamond ring for Valentine's Day.
God, who would do that? Let's go with Smirnoff?
Smirnoff?
I don't know. This is a little
Smirnoff's got
twisted.
that kind of diamond ring money? You're crazy.
Do you know how many 18-year-olds have lived on Smirnoff?
She guessed Grey Goose, which at least makes sense, but both of you are wrong. You didn't think of the obvious answer. Buzzball, guys. It's a Buzzball promotion.
Secondhand Cindy's drink of choice.
No one gets the point. And we go to question number 4. Allie's still down 1. Post Malone has just announced after his Grammys performance that he will be hitting the road this summer for a, I guess, co-headlining tour, or a tour with who?
With Jelly Roll.
Okay, she guessed Morgan Wallen, but the correct answer is Jelly Roll.
They look the same at this point.
Skinny Jelly Roll. I used to think they were the before and after of an Ozempic, and now I'm convinced that they think that's why they had to go on tour, to prove that they're not the same person.
Maybe they still are, though. Maybe just one person is going on tour.
It's a good guess. Final question, tied up. It all comes down to this.
Let's go.
Do you have a hype person in the car, Elizabeth?
It's my dad.
Oh, cool. All right.
I want a hype person. Jake, be my hype person.
That's good hype right there.
Oh.
Question 5. A nurses' strike has just entered its second week where?
Kaiser.
She guessed Colorado, but the correct answer is second week nurses' strike, Kaiser Permanente.
Come on, hype
correct.
man.
Well, listen, Elizabeth and your dad, you put in a valiant effort, but sadly, you did not beat Allie. And what must you shamefully admit as she holds on to her money for another day?
This is Elizabeth from Newport Beach, California, and Allie knows the news.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up too badly. You perform better than most, to be completely honest. Your dad should be very proud. I mean, yes, you are a loser for now, but...
Your dad's still slightly disappointed in you.
Yes, yeah. You can deal with that in therapy 20 years from now, and
We
that's
can
okay.
relate.
Tomorrow morning around this time, your chance to take some of Allie's money. And trust me when I say she'd be happy to give it to you. We open up part of a mystery pallet next on KROQ. All you have to do if you want to be super rich is buy a bunch of unclaimed storage lockers or mystery pallets, and then you go ahead and start turning everything into instant profit. And next thing you know, you are buying your own yacht, because that's how it seems. Easy. I've seen enough episodes of Storage Wars over the years to know that you go there, you say, I'll buy that unclaimed storage locker for $50, and then you open it up and it's got millions of dollars worth of baseball cards in there.
Yeah, but you have to know what's valuable and what's not.
The reality of the situation is that most people think that that's how it's going to happen, and then the exact opposite happens. You buy a storage locker, it's got a bunch of moldy blankets in there, and you realize that you wasted your money.
Well, if I had a place to put my moldy blankets, I would choose a storage unit.
It's the place to do it. As part of my side hustle, Forced Resolution, we all had a forced resolution at the beginning of the year. Everyone's got different things they have to do, and one of the things I have to do is all this side hustle crap. I've been very busy on Cameo lately.
You've gotten a lot of cameos.
I've been doing quite a few cameos for people. Most of them are just trying to make me look like a fool. I had to give a guy a pep talk the other day about the dangers of being in a relationship with an AI sex bot.
Oh, funny. I love
are,
that people are paying money for that.
People are using me and my services for a variety of reasons, but all to make me look like a fool.
So you think you're at like a net profit at least now?
No, I'm still down.
Oh.
My side hustles because of the box that I'm about to open up right now. Now, this was one of a few. I had ordered what was called a mystery partial pallet, mystery pallet, and these are supposedly items that were returned or somehow never sent out through, I think, a combination of Amazon, Walmart, and Target.
Hey, you've got a customer right here. I'm potentially ready to buy.
Me too.
And this was hundreds of, north of $100 for my partial pallet, and I was told that this is stuff that had not been gone through, because the theory is that you're just going to buy something that someone else already went through, took the good stuff, and now they're going to resell you the crap.
Oh.
That's always the theory. How do you really know?
Oh, okay. So someone would buy a full pallet, then repackage the box, return it, and then they would sell it to an idiot like you.
Or, other thing I read about after I paid for this, sometimes they're not pallets to begin with. People buy a bunch of crap from like Temu, put it in a box, call it a mystery pallet, and then a guy like me goes, well, I could make a lot of money on this mystery pallet, and it's just all crap.
Well, yeah, because there's a few people that are making a ton of money. It's like podcasts, it's like anything, right? There's
10%
1%
make 90%
of people,
of the money.
Yeah, that are making the money, and then you think that you can do it.
So
you suck.
This box arrived. This is one of a few, and of course, you know, I just wanted. I haven't done the actual opening until now. I just opened to get the tape off of it.
Even the box seems like there's
very,
something wrong with the box.
Everything's very janky about it, but I want to show you, Allie, because the idea is I was going to go on that What app after the show today, live, and try to sell all this stuff and see if I can turn a profit. And immediately, as I go,
there's nothing in there.
It's all junk. Like, I don't even know what. Like, this is a cheap.
Are those little screen cleaners for your laptop?
A cheap Velcro wallet, I think. These are some These are screen cleaners, all-in-one screen cleaners. But, like, this is the kind of stuff you'd find at the dollar store. It's all a bunch of crap you'd find at the dollar store.
I'll give you 50 cents.
Deal.
Okay. What else you got?
This is like a random tripod phone stick thing, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I need one of those.
Jake?
How much are you going to pay?
30 cents.
Deal. Done. So I'm down. I'm in. By the way, this
didn't even negotiate.
This box cost me, as I said, with shipping and everything, I'm over $100, and I feel like I got 3 of these screen cleaner things.
Dude, and those are things that people only get in gift baskets. Like if you've gotten a basket, or if you get like, hey, here's a free thing that's included in your purchase.
This is a digital optical zoom 8x a mini S camera from some brand no one's ever heard of before.
Oh, my kid might like.
So
that.
this is my point. Is this is all? So I think I've been scammed because I don't.
Is there anything underneath? Is there anything inside?
Oh yeah, there's a big.
So okay, this is going to be good.
There's
this
a big box within the box. Hold on. There's a big box within the box. There's a few other.
This is treasure.
Food screen. So this would have to be the item, unless this is like an 85.
This is the gold.
Unless this is an 85-inch plasma TV right here. I don't know what possibly could come out of here.
This would be something small and valuable, like a ring.
Oh.
It's a ring light. Okay, we actually need that for the.
This
for
is
the
a.
studio.
Not only is this a ring light. This is a. This
crappy.
Is a very crappy.
That is definitely from Temu.
Ring light. So
wow.
So clearly,
I would.
So I'm just letting you know, there's no way. Like if I go at the idea, and this is everything, by the way. There's not much. There's nothing else.
Didn't you
in
get
here.
2 boxes or just one?
I think they sent me 3 identical boxes that all have the same stuff in it. Almost just cursed. They all have the same crap in here. So
what do you think is the net value of those 3 boxes combined?
$10.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
I feel like that's about right.
So the idea is that you go in, oh, I'm going to buy a mist, because we've all seen it before, and it seems super easy. This is a bunch of stuff that, people return to Amazon they can't resell, and maybe you end up. And I even saw the pictures of, quote, what could be in the box.
Yeah, you should get another box. Maybe you just got a crappy box.
You do need more boxes. I think that's the problem, is that you're not buying enough. Because my mom started doing this, Klein. This is the slippery slope that she went down when she was doing Whatnot. She started buying mystery boxes, and she said, the box of shoes that I got, maybe most of them are scuffed and gross, whatever, but there's one pair of Jimmy Choos in there or some crap, then she said, I will at least make my money back on the box.
There's not one thing in there that's a value. That's my point, is nothing in there.
Ring light.
There's stuff that's value for us who need things for free.
Yeah.
But I mean,
30 cents, buddy.
But you're not going to make money on
I will be attempting to sell all this stuff live after the show when I hop on the, we'll put up the link.
And another screen cleaner.
If you guys have dirty screens, today is a great day for you, because I've got tons of this. So forced resolution is not going great for me, because I think I'm the one, as usual, that's going to be down the most amount of money at the end of this whole thing, which really sucks.
Well, 818 would like you to share your Cameo link. I just had surgery, and I want to send myself a get well soon video.
Great, whatever.
Maybe that's the other thing, is that people start a bunch of these,
right?
And then you can figure out which one is for you.
Well, this mystery box thing so far has been a complete disaster.
Well, you hear about all those side hustle success stories where they're like, well, I don't know, we just had a little pool in our backyard, and then we joined this app, and now suddenly we're making $5,000 a month doing this.
There is a chance, Allie, that this weekend I do go to Costa Mesa for a auction for a storage locker. That's the next step in my journey. But the problem is,
you look like a guy who'd be bidding on a storage
It's
locker.
on Sunday, and that's obviously Super Bowl Sunday. So I need to figure out if there's any way I can bid on. I mean, that's real degenerate behavior. If on Super Bowl Sunday you're bidding on storage lockers,
and I'm sure the good ones are being bid on Super Bowl Sunday.
Well, that's my thought was, wow, there won't be a lot of people there because everyone's going to be busy with Super Bowl. Maybe I get myself a great storage locker. So anyway, I would love someone to quit the forced resolution so that I can stop doing these side hustles that are costing me money. But that is the current update on the mystery box. Got to take a quick break. When we get back, we got news to get to. We got a brand new hour of the show. We've got a spot for you on a standby boarding list to go see Turnstile in Lisbon, and that's all coming up.
It's Klein Alley Show. Klein Alley Show. Mornings. Come on.
KROQ. KROQ, let's get into your ADD news right now. Then a brand new hour of the show can officially begin.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
People are getting ready for the Super Bowl. The people are getting their spreads ready, their bets. Players are getting ready for the game. Companies are getting ready for the commercials. Performers are getting ready for the halftime show. And other performers are getting ready for the alternative halftime show. In addition to Green Day and others playing a pre-Super Bowl show, there is now an alternative halftime show for any of you who are horribly offended by Bad Bunny's very presence on stage and you just can't bear to watch. Headlining this show is the obvious. It's Kid Rock. And this lineup was put together by Turning Point USA, which is Charlie Kirk's organization. They promise a star-studded lineup that loves God and America. And who doesn't love God or America more than Kid Rock, who is the headliner, followed by Brantley Gilbert, Lee Brice, and Gabby Barrett.
That sounds
star-studded.
star-studded.
That's the star-studded lineup.
Star-studded.
Kid Rock was promoting it, saying he's going to, Bad Bunny's going to have a dance party and put on a dress and sing in Spanish. Cool. We plan to play great songs for folks who love America.
America!
I'm like, okay, I understand the love America thing, but like, there's plenty of God in America and country music. Can't you have one thing that's a little bit different?
You know, it's
just to,
I always like the
see something different.
Every year, someone tries to say, "Hey, we'll give you something else you could watch instead of the halftime show if you don't like the halftime show." And sometimes that's like a Puppy Bowl highlights, or sometimes it's
the Puppy Bowl is there for anybody who just needs a break from the Super Bowl. It's always been there for us.
But someone that listens to our show, we were getting everyone excited for the Super Bowl because we played all those clips of Jake squawing around. He's been squawing like crazy. And we did get a call from an Uber driver, Allie, that said that Jake's squaws are costing him business.
Hey, Steve Gibbons guys. I'm a podcast listener, and I drive Uber, and I was just listening to one of the episodes, and I had a passenger, and it was the squaw bit. It was so effing annoying. My passenger actually told me to change it. He said, "And you turn that off, lower it, or fast forward because that is annoying." She enjoyed the rest of the show, but she did not like that.
Whatever.
I thought it was annoying as heck, too. Please don't do that again, not even after the Seahawks win the Super Bowl. Bye.
I'm sorry, I'm a fan.
It's an Uber driver that's requesting that Jake stop squawing immediately because it's costing him business in the backseat of his rideshare.
Yeah, but some things are annoying and then it makes you angry, and other things are annoying but then funny. That, for me, was annoying and then funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sad that it wasn't able to make the transition for those people. But again, ballsy of you to put our show in an Uber. I mean, more power to you that you have the balls to do that and have a passenger probably hate you and give you a low star rating as a result of that.
That is the risk you run, and we appreciate you willing to take the risk. And yes, some people do discover the show.
Squaw you, good sir.
But yes, Jake is very annoying, and even though this made us all laugh.
Hey, you go, Birdie. What's the matter?
Squaw?
What's the matter? What's the matter? Are you a good birdie?
But yes, there is.
I think Jake actually mushed the bald eagles. Big Bear.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. Savannah Guthrie is asking for your prayers right now to help find her missing mom. Savannah is normally reporting on the news on NBC, but has now become actual news. Her mom went missing. They don't think that this is a silver alert situation where she's, wandering around naked somewhere and doesn't know where she is. They think that a crime was committed. They said she could not have walked out on her own because she has mobility issues. She's in her 80s, but that her brain is sharp as a tack, and that she wouldn't have just kind of wandered off. It's not like she doesn't know where she is. They're treating her house as a crime scene. They even said they scraped together enough DNA for a sample, and they're testing it, and hopefully that will point them in the right direction. But it's such an odd story because if this is a crime, who in the hell would just kidnap an old lady? Unless it was a personal vendetta or some kind of an insight, like somebody that she knew already.
Like a Good Morning America fan.
Yeah, who's like F you, Savannah Guthrie.
I'll show you today's show. The whole thing seems definitely suspect, very strange. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe it was just a coincidence, or maybe there's a shakedown for some money. This is a ransom situation.
But even if you're going to kidnap an old lady who has mobility issues, even getting her out of the house is a project. It's like stealing a safe. That is a whole operation. It's not they're just breaking in and taking a TV.
Has she been has she been doing the Today Show while her mom's missing, or no?
I don't think so.
Oh.
No, and she was going to do a bunch of...
No one watches.
Yeah, I don't know. But she was going to do a bunch of coverage in Italy for the Olympics. She was heading out there to start that coverage for a week, and she canceled that. And so I know that she's been outspoken. She's been talking because, she obviously wants to use her platform to get the word out. But I don't think she's doing any regular job stuff right now. I wouldn't be able to focus on anything other than finding my mom.
I oftentimes think that my parents parents have gone missing, and then I realized they just can't.
Sadly, they're not.
They can't hear their phone. So I think my mom's gone missing. I was like, I couldn't find my phone.
Do you feel like with my mom is always available, and if ever she's not, I'm like,
everything all right?
Dad?
Well, I'll get like 7 missed calls in a row, and I'll be like, oh, this seems like something urgent, and then I'll call back, and I'll be like, what's going on? She's like, it's pocket dials. I'm sorry. I'm like, all right.
Here's another side hustle for you, Klein. If you have not had any luck with this package game, then you can do people's laundry, and people make a lot of money doing this.
Started off as a side gig, has turned into a way to pay the bills for a local couple. And they say it's a pretty easy job involving laundry.
We got some pretty dry clothes, towels.
I would have never guessed that I could hang around the house and fold laundry.
Well, it's America. You can.
Hey, in 2026, lady, you can do that. Congratulations.
This is what my wife wants to do.
Misty and Steve Osterhage, creating rows of shelves that hold bags of laundry and even a homemade folding station.
Voila.
Inside the garage was never in the cards until Misty discovered an app.
Originally, I saw an ad on Facebook. I love to be home. It's something I could do from home, and let me just download it and see what happens.
And Misty and Steve say they're making enough to pay their bill.
Taking in maybe between $1,800 and $2,000 a week.
Whoa.
A week?
Doing other people's laundry?
Doing other people's laundry. And people, I guess per pound, it's, like $1.50 or something. And if you have a normal load that's like 10 pounds,
right?
People are like, well, I could just have some, they'll come pick it up. And they'll do it, fold it, come back to you. This was like a job that housewives did back in the 30s even, I think. They would just do people's laundry and run this little side operation, iron their clothes and stuff, and then give them back to people.
Yeah, in college, there was some service called Lazy Bones Laundry. And they had a promotion that the first time you did it was free just because they thought people would get hooked. But they never figured out a way to cancel the promotion code. So I just used the promotion code for like months.
Cool.
And then when they finally got wind of it, it was terrible because I had to go back to doing my own laundry.
So you don't mind somebody else folding
I didn't
your
care.
laundry?
I thought it was great.
See, I've had, some we had a babysitter who folded our laundry, and I was like, I feel so weird that you had to touch my underwear.
Right. There is something very intimate about that.
And you folded it different.
Yeah. But someone who's got a good fold, man, that's a very underestimated skill.
Oh, a tight fold, too.
Nice tight fold. Oh, that's great. That's like an X-Men superpower.
I feel bad unfolding it.
We'll get into a brand new hour of the show in 2 minutes, and I believe it could be the greatest hour of your life. Only one way to find out. Keep listening. KROQ
is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah. Welcome to your Tuesday KROQ Klein Alley Show. You need us? Phones? Text line? 800-520-1067. Less than an hour. Get you on that standby boarding list so you can go see Grammy Award-winning band Turnstile in Lisbon, Portugal. It's all part of KROQ's Mile High Club. You may have heard me say this many times, and you say, what's the point? I'm not going to win. Well, give it a shot. Give us a call right around 9 o'clock, and we will make that happen for you. This hour on the show, Clickbait. Figure out exactly how many times a month you should be having sex if you're currently in a relationship. That is one of the many answers that we will have for you during Clickbait.
So subjective.
Well,
some months are different than others.
They claim it's not. There's a number, and if you're below the number, then you are in trouble.
I would say today is when you start thinking about that stuff, as you're getting ready for Valentine's Day, and you're like, how is my relationship? What's going on there? Do I need to do anything?
Start trying to figure out what budget you're going to spend on. Are we getting a dozen roses?
How
or
much
are we
do I
getting
love this person?
one single rose? That's a good indication.
I say it every year. You got to set the tone early and say, we're not one of those Valentine's Day couples. We're above that. Just set the scene, make sure that they feel so loved that you can't possibly celebrate because it's just too hokey.
It's too commercial.
Yeah.
We don't need this commercial prefix dinner bouquet of flowers crap where the prices all get jacked up because
Our love is too rare.
I drive by that flower store, right on, I think it's on Olive in Burbank, and it's so funny because all year they got this sign out there that's like a dozen roses, $9.99. It's been there every day for the last 20 years. And then, like, next week, that sign changes to a dozen roses every day, $49.99.
They just add another 9.
Yeah, they just keep adding 9s. I'm like, where did the other sign go?
But then the person who wants them or their significant other's mad at them 48 hours before Valentine's Day.
Got to do it.
That person's there.
So, this is a dumb show. And even though occasionally we do go deep, I think that we are doing a show that is, I would say silly at best. Maybe on some days we go deeper, but it's nice when we get messages like this.
You guys have been getting me through so much, and I've gone through a lot of personal stuff, and You get me through. So, I love you guys. Thank you.
I think she was just talking about the squaw bit with Jake. But still, yes, we will do what we can do to help you get through stuff. If you're going through some things, consider us there with you as your Sherpas, stupid Sherpas, you can call us that, as we get you through whatever troubles you're dealing with, or just go ahead and distract yourself while you're sitting in traffic right now. We will get back after this killer song, and then the show will continue. We are Klein Alley Show on KROQ. Good morning. On the internet, designed 2 reasons and 2 reasons only. Clickbait, masturbate. We can only do one of them on the radio. So let's go ahead and solve some mysteries now as we get into a new and exciting edition of Clickbait. Here we go. Hey, start with this one, Allie.
Yes.
Since I know you're all healthy and whatnot. According to experts now, this popular supplement isn't actually necessary at all. People are doing it a lot, taking it a lot, adding it a lot to their daily routine, but according to experts, it really is doing nothing for you. What popular supplement actually has zero benefit?
Gosh, I think it's that vitamin D. Everyone says they need it, and I feel like people take it, and it doesn't do crap.
All right, Allie says it's the D. Allie's always against the D.
Yeah,
Jake, what popular supplement?
Is collagen considered a supplement?
Yeah.
I would accept that. I do see a lot of people taking collagen.
Yeah, I'm going to pick collagen.
But collagen makes the wrinkles go away.
So you think.
But I have the powder.
According to...
you got the wrinkles, too.
Shut up.
Comes with the powder. According to experts, they say that everyone who is taking these electrolyte powders...
Oops. That's you?
...aren't necessary for any hydration or replenishment at all. Don't expect them to make a difference in terms of hydrating you more than a regular glass of water would.
That's not... Okay, it's not about hydration necessarily. It's about getting electrolytes. Okay? And I have them right here in powder form.
That's why I brought
Lemon lime.
That's why I brought you this one, because you're one of the number one users of the electrolytes.
Yes, because when you exercise and you're not drinking enough water, you have the electrolytes, and when you're really going to be hungover and you're going to be, electrolytes help. I know they do. That's wrong.
It's according to science. So you're saying science is wrong because you have a feeling?
Because you can tell, and I know that it's working.
Well,
because
you said it yourself. You said we're not drinking enough water.
Yeah, sure, but this helps with like the magnesium and the sodium and the other stuff that you need, all those little electrolytes, and I know it's working because I pee lime yellow.
All right, well, that's how you know. You can go with Allie's urine, or you can go with science on this one. We move on to your next one. It's exciting clickbait here on KROQ, and here we go. This is the time you should avoid driving if you don't want to get in an accident. Yesterday we talked a lot about stupid accidents people have gotten into, and new research out now which shows this is the window where most car accidents actually occur. So you should avoid the roads during this window if you'd like to avoid statistically getting into a car accident. Allie, what do you say?
God, I don't know if I should go beginning of the day because you're still groggy or end of the day because you're so tired from work and stuff. I'm going to go 5:21 p.m.
5:21 p.m., Allie believes, is the most likely time of the day you will get into a car accident.
You just want to get home, you're tired, you're not really thinking straight, you're distracted probably on your phone.
Jake the nerd?
I think the complete other way for the same reason. So it's like 6:20 in the morning.
According to the NTSB that monitors all accidents that happen, and this is not just California, but this is everywhere, and I don't know how much this changes with the daylight savings, etc., but they say that the most likely window you will get into a car accident is between 4 p. and 8 p.
Woo!
That is your sweet spot. Avoid the roads during 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., or an accident will be in your future. And finally, the thing that everyone cares about most. How often is the average American couple having sex each month? There's a number now.
Hold on, I'm drinking my smart juice.
Allie's drinking her electrolytes so that she can pee neon later.
Yeah.
This is the number now. The average couple is having sex this many times a month.
Twice a month.
Allie says twice a month. That is an indication of a good, healthy relationship every other week. Jake the nerd, I know you're a tough guy to answer this question because you live by yourself in a shack and have not been in a relationship for a while, but what do you think the answer is?
Yeah, man, this is not fair to me. I'm going to guess a little higher, 3.
According to this, which I think is going to give a lot of people something to think about, the average American couple surveyed has sex 4 times per month
That's not right.
at 18.6 minutes on average each time,
that's
which
so long.
adds up to 15 hours over the course of a year.
It's much happier to think about that than how many hours you spend in traffic per year.
That's a much better stat right there. So think about that for a moment. And anything under 4 times a month is considered unacceptable.
You're going to go to your significant other and say, hey, we're not having sex once a week. Something's wrong.
Well, you don't have to do it once a week as long as you average out to 4 times a month.
It's average, right? Yeah,
Right.
Some people are just going like rabbits.
But also, if you skip a week, you just got to go, do 2 a days next week.
How many times would you have to have sex to reach that amount of time per month? Because
for me,
it says
I'm
18 minutes per session.
Right, so 18 minutes would be 18 times for me. So 18 times.
So you'd
and
have
do
to
the math
have-
on that. It's a
you'd have
lot.
to-
It's a lot,
Like
Allie.
multiple times a day to
that's
get that
yeah.
amount.
To get to 18 minutes, I would have to go about 6 or 7 times a day.
Be bow-legged.
I'm going to need some of those electrolytes ASAP.
KROQ Mile High Club. Favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 4. Take a selfie at Belane Tower. Get lost in a cobblestone alley while drinking an espresso. Miss your flight home. When you see Grammy-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list to see Turnstile and Nail Colorama Festival in Lisbon, along with over a dozen artists including Deftones, Interpol, Violent Femmes, and more, courtesy of Atlantic Records.
Hey, this is Brendan from Turnstile, and you're listening to the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Text injury help to 40222 for a free case review.
Accident.
I told Allie this would be impossible, and she does not believe me. She thinks that you guys are up for the challenge as we pay some respects and a tribute to the great Catherine O'Hara. Everyone who ever worked with her said she was amazing. She was one of Allie's favorite actresses ever. I'm not sure if Allie somehow mushed her in the process.
I didn't mush her. I didn't even talk about her.
I haven't talked about her recently, but who knows? Because secretly you said that she's been one of your favorites, everything she's in, from the Home Alones of the world to the best
from all
of shows.
the Christopher Guest movies that
Right.
she was in, A Mighty Wind.
There'll be a lot of tributes to her pouring through, continuing, of course. And the way that we tributize people on the show is we let Vanessa try to recreate some of their most iconic roles. And if you can figure out exactly what show or movie this is from, you will win something. We've got Paleyfest tickets for you happening at Dolby Theater on April 7th. And if you'd like to play, you can call us at 800-520-1067. And this is not going to be easy because Vanessa, even though she is multi-talented, does not do necessarily the greatest job of doing impressions. It's almost...
I think that she's improved, though. Vanessa, would you say you've improved?
I would say so.
Right. And she's... And every impression you did of Catherine O'Hara's work are films or TV shows you've seen before, or were they new to you?
I've seen like 2.
2 of them.
What have you seen that Catherine O'Hara's done?
Well,
That's going to give it away. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it because it will give away. So if you'd like to play, and all you got to do is call us at 800-520-1067, and you can take a shot at this. And I'll go ahead and give Gabriel the first one. And it's not going to be easy, but Gabriel, take a listen to this. This is Vanessa paying a tribute to Catherine O'Hara, and all you got to do is tell us what show or TV show or movie this is from. And Allie will write your name down. One of you is going to win Paleyfest tickets. Here we go.
my bag!
Right.
It's gone! What bag? My brown bag!
What brown bag? You had a room full of brown bags back home. What brown bag?
Ah! Crocodile bag, the one my mother gave me.
It's in the closet next to my briefcase. That's an ostrich bag.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's like I'm rewatching.
That's from a movie
man.
or a show that was actually on TV. We have the actual clip starring Catherine O'Hara to play in a moment. Any guesses as to what that's possibly from?
Oh, man. I don't know. Three's Company?
Three's Company is not right. That is a scene from Schitt's Creek.
My bag! It's gone!
What bag?
Brown bag!
What brown bag? You had a room full of brown bags back home. Which brown bag?
Crocodile bag, the one my mother gave me!
Well, it's in the closet next to my briefcase.
That's an ostrich bag.
See, very similar. Samey.
Same delivery.
Right. Vanessa and Catherine O'Hara. Clearly one of them is a trained actress, and the other one is Vanessa.
Really shows how two different people can bring a script to life in completely different ways.
Say hi to Dan and Venice. Not easy, but Vanessa always steps up no matter how much emotional grief she's going through. Whenever we lose someone, she's always up for attempting to recreate some of their most iconic roles. Are you ready to go, Dan?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. This is Vanessa once again reprising a role of a legend, Catherine O'Hara, who's no longer with us. And
I can't believe it.
Here we go. Let's listen to clip number 2 right now. Hold on. This is the Vanessa version. Let's find out. Here we go.
I have a terrible feeling that we didn't do something. Did I turn off the coffee? What else could we be forgetting?
Dan and Venice, any guesses?
Home Alone.
All right. That would be the obvious and easiest one. Let's find out.
Terrible feeling that we didn't do something. Did I turn off the coffee? No, that's not it.
What else could we be forgetting?
Congratulations, Dan.
Does
Well
it give
done.
you chills?
To hear Vanessa's version or to
Yeah.
hear that original version?
Oh, Vanessa's.
Vanessa's, Kevin, is slightly more ear-piercing than the original, which is hard to do because the original one...
It's shrill.
Which we've heard... Kevin! I mean, that one we've heard on KROQ over the years many, many, many times, usually referring to the great Kevin Ryder. But then, of course, you hear Vanessa's one, and I think that this could potentially... We'll leave this for Kevin. Maybe this will replace it. Kevin! There you go. Bobby in West Covina from the 626 on KROQ. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Here we go. Here's the next one now. People have finally figured out the game. One person has gotten theirs correctly. Let's take a listen and see if you can solve this one.
Day-o, day-o. Daylight come and me want go home. Day, me say day, me say day, me say day. Me say day, me say do. Daylight come and me wanna go home.
All right, you're up, Bobby. Good luck.
All right. My only guess is Schitt's Creek.
No, I'm so sorry. That is
Oh, my God.
terrible.
That was so easy.
Terrible, terrible guess. The correct answer, of course, was the classic Beetlejuice. Not really her singing this, though, was it?
No, but it's her acting.
Right.
I mean, it's such a classic part of this movie.
It's cute, Delia.
Unfortunately, we cannot give you the point, which means only one person has gotten theirs correct so far, and we have one left, and then we can go ahead and end this tribute to the great Catherine O'Hara, and we say hi to Jennifer in Bellflower. Jennifer, good morning. Welcome to KROQ.
Hi.
Hi. Here we go. This is the last chance you have. Take a listen. This is Vanessa reprising a classic Catherine O'Hara role.
I sense there's something in the wind that feels like tragedies at hand. And though I like to stand by him, can't shake this feeling that I have.
All right, I'm going to end it there because
Are you gonna end it?
I'm going to end it there for myself. And if you'd like to join me, any guesses as to which classic Catherine O'Hara role that is?
That's not Beetlejuice. I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Not Beetlejuice. That is from Allie. I mean, this would be maybe one of the. This is Sally's song.
Oh my God.
I sense there's something in the
This is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Almost exactly like the one Vanessa did.
tragedies at hand.
Well, it makes it easy to pick a winner when only one person gets it right.
It's Dan.
So congratulations to Dan and Venice, the only person that was able to correctly get through the tribute to Catherine O'Hara. Dan, you're going to Paleyfest. Hold on, all right?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for putting up with that on KROQ. And thoughts and prayers. Are you ready to tell us all that we were right and you were wrong? Go ahead, Allie. We're waiting.
I don't know yet if I'm wrong.
Oh, yes. We
I
all
might
know.
not be.
We warned you 6 months ago you'd be wrong, and now here we are in the present, and you are wrong.
Okay.
And everyone listening to the show that listened a little while ago will remember this conversation. Jake went back and listened to some old audio today. He says, we all tried to warn you this would happen, and now here we are.
This was a crapshoot. I know from the beginning. Last year, I have an old car, an old Tesla. It's like one of the first ones, Tesla S. And it's great for a lot of reasons because I don't like going to the gas station every single week. I have a long commute. It makes sense. I bought it used for my stepdad. Now, since I have started driving it, there have been a couple of minor issues.
And a lot of major ones.
There were a few sensors that were popping out. Had to get those replaced. I had to get the tires replaced multiple times. Apparently, that's an issue with Teslas. Now, last year, I experienced a situation where the car was just, like, powering down. It was just like, just turtle mode, no brakes. It was pretty dangerous. I brought it in. They said, you need some work. It's going to cost about $8,000 to fix everything. And I also, the screen was leaking.
Yeah, it was leaking goo.
Yeah, the
sort of weird
display was.
Goo. And we all told you at this point, you got to go ahead and just leave it on the side of the road and move on.
Yeah.
We all warned you. We said, what are you doing at this point?
I decided this was now almost the entire value of the car when I originally bought it.
Yeah, you now pay double what you paid for the car originally just to try to fix it and make
Didn't you buy it from like your dad or something?
My stepdad.
She got a great deal because the guy was basically going to get rid of it anyway, and he said
Tesla offered him a crappy deal, so he just said, "I'll just give you the crappy deal."
Yeah, you can match their crappy deal, and it's your car. Allie, you paid the guy,
and I'm known to match a crappy deal.
Allie loves a good crappy deal.
So I decided to move forward with the battery replacement and the infotainment upgrade, all that crap, because I figured, hey, at the end of the day, I'm going to have kind of a new car because they let me know that once you replace this little battery, you're good for a long time. The only thing that we could see you might needing in the next year is maybe some new brakes, and you need those every 150,000 miles. So I thought I'm on easy street after this.
And we all warned you, you're not, and this is a big mistake, and this thing is letting you know.
Well, I blame you.
Why do you blame me?
Because your bad luck is now jumped onto me.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
No
your
way.
bad car luck?
You already had the bad car luck to begin with.
Yeah, you started. You probably gave me the bad car luck for a little bit, and then you just got it back.
All right. Well,
take it back, bitch. I don't want it.
Bad car luck from the get-go.
Okay, we'll throw that theory out the window.
Thank you. Yeah, you've had more car
out
issues
of the window of my broken car.
Anyone I know.
So I'm driving home last week, and I'm about to get off on my exit, and it does the car powering down thing, and I'm one of those embarrassing people that is stuck at a light, and the light is green, and everyone's honking at me, and I can't move.
Oh, you were that person?
Yes.
Oh, you're the worst person. You were the worst person because you feel bad for the person, but only for a second, and then you hate the person.
Yes, and I couldn't move. I couldn't pull over. I couldn't do anything. And then all of a sudden, the car came back to life, and I was able to get home. I set up an appointment. Then the car was fine for a little bit. I thought, hey, maybe I'm going to cancel this appointment. Things are going great. And then it happened again. So I brought the car in yesterday, and I said, I don't know what's going on with it. And they said, well, since you brought the car in past 1 p.m., we're not even going to be able to check this thing until tomorrow, which then brought me to Turo for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
And so I made my account. I had to take a picture of my driver's license, which was sketchy because it's expired, but they didn't check. I was able to pick up. It's kind of cool, the pickup process.
You have an expired license?
Well, there's a new one on the way, but they don't have that new one yet.
So many problems with your story. But
it's technically there.
Before you get to this rental car you have, which is hilarious, by the way, do you think your car is going to survive this latest trip to the car hospital?
My concern is that
it's
the same issue.
Yeah, you're done.
And also, because I drive so much, the thing that I replaced is already out of warranty.
Right.
So I bought it in May, but I've driven so many miles that even if that was defective, it's supposed to last years, that new thing.
Sure, supposed to.
Or 6 months, 7 months. But because I drive so much, it's like, oh, you've gone 12,000 miles.
If Omar were here right now, he would say, we told you all this. We all told you. I think we even placed bets as to how much you'd actually get before your car would officially
Yeah, but they're the
bet.
one telling me, Klein, like, hey, theoretically, once you replace this, it's like you have a new car.
Right. Of course they're going to say that. They want you to pay a couple $1,000s for repairs.
And the repairs for these cars suck. They suck a lot. And getting an appointment is hard. I had to wait over a week for an appointment. So, yeah, maybe this wasn't a great decision to get it fixed in the first place. What I'm hoping is that it's a little sensor issue.
No.
Probably a sensor issue, right?
Definitely not.
That's just something that a little boop, blow on it and it's good. I'm hoping for blow on it and it's good.
That is the old way of fixing everything, and I don't think that's going to work with your car.
Come on, the car is a computer. How do you fix half of computers? You blow on them.
Once again, Allie, this is your car.
I don't know what to do if they say it's another $8,000. What am I going to do?
Vanessa's got extra pair of rollerblades. Borrow those. Start rollerblading to work.
This car isn't even worth selling at that point.
No. You have to leave it on the side of the road and hope someone takes it. That's the best case scenario.
I don't even think these cars are worth selling for parts, are they?
No, that's too old. They won't want them.
Yeah, exactly. So what am I going to... I'm at totally ground zero? Nothing?
Yeah, you're back to... You have a worthless thing now that you've put a bunch of money into for no reason.
What's even worse is that I came home and I was like, Katie, there's something wrong with the car. They're not going to be done even looking at it for another 2 days. I have to rent a car. And she goes, this is why we need a third car.
Yeah. Well,
and I was like...
It's a good housewife right there.
I was like, what are we... Yes, she's done nothing but spend money as the housewife,
That's
by the way.
She's doing a great job.
Finding new ways of organizing things. She has to buy a bunch of bins, and now she's decided that we need a third car.
Third car solution.
She's like, because we always... If your car is going to have all these problems, we should just have a backup car that's more reliable.
Yeah, that seems great in fantasy land.
Like, who the hell has the luxury of having a third car?
Right, it makes no sense.
Just a spare car?
We should have a pony, too, just in case the third car breaks down. We could ride to work. I mean, it's all the same level of ridiculous. So Allie rolls in this morning with her new rental car.
I just chose the cheapest option.
Right.
And this is Turo, so it's a person's car, and it also has a lot of miles on it. But
you're just using it for a few days, or at least until, you figure it out. But it's so funny
because they won't give me a loaner.
Allie rolled in here in her cherry red convertible.
It was the cheapest one.
So Allie is on the prowl right now.
I want to see how many chicks I can pick up with this car.
Allie's got her red Mustang convertible now.
Oh, yeah.
She's
You don't know the words.
Nope, I don't.
Watch out, everyone. Allie is on.
I have a muscle car. I went from a Tesla to a muscle car.
On the prowl.
And it was weird, but I do feel like people looked at me differently.
Have you tried to race anybody yet?
No, but I was planning on the way home, and the top comes down, so I was going to ride with the top down.
Hey, Jose on KROQ. Good morning. What's up, dude?
Hey, Sweet David, guys. Good morning.
Sweet Dibs. Good morning.
Allie.
Yeah.
Allie, just leave your car at Klein's house. Have it get stolen, and then get some insurance money.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Great idea. You leave anything at my house, it will get stolen, as you know. 2 cars in 2 years. So
I just don't know if my car's stealable at this point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But it is in a good transition period where it's about to die. Like, someone could drive it for a little while.
Sergio, what's up on KROQ? Good morning.
Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. I just wanted to say Allie's had more cars than ex-girlfriends.
That is true at this point, if you're keeping track, and I have a feeling this is going to be the end. So get ready for
you ever try to get a refund from your father-in-law?
Yeah, I feel like that's the guy you should hit up. You bought a lemon from that dude.
Well, he was smart because he had no problems with it, but he was like, I'm approaching the 10-year mark. I'm going to start getting problems. I should just offload it.
Well,
Allie, let's go to Star Ford. Let me go. Come on. Let me get you in a car.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, Johnny. Here goes Johnny. Salesman
Johnny.
Johnny.
Handouts from Johnny now.
Come on. Let me help you out again.
We got to take a break.
Why don't we switch?
When we get back, we will get into your news. Then we get you on a standby boarding list so you don't have to worry about all this car trouble because you'll be flying to Lisbon to see Turnstile, and your chance is less than 15 minutes away on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
News now, and then be ready to call. I'll give you the number again. 800-520-1067. Get you on a standby boarding list in less than 5 minutes right here on KROQ, so you can go see Grammy Award-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. It's part of KROQ's Mile High Club, and the only way to get in is to get your name on the list, and we'll do that the second we're done with this.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
The Winter Olympics start this weekend in Milan. Between the Super Bowl and the Olympics, you're going to be seeing a lot of hot people on your TV that are far more athletic than you or me. And not only are they performing at an elite level, listen to how badass this is. Lindsay Vonn, who is a favorite to get a gold medal this year, or at least any medal. She's one of the best skiers of all time. She's got 3 Olympic medals, dozens of World Cup medals. She ate it a few days ago during a practice run and tore her ACL. This is her coming back, by the way, after retiring in 2019 over knee problems, and then she had a knee replacement. She's like, I'm good. I'm going back in. This is my last hurrah. And now she's got this injury, but she just announced she's still going to do the Olympics.
With a torn ACL.
Yeah. She said it's not swollen. I had a feeling it was bad, but I held out hope till I saw the MRI, but I haven't cried. It's only been a few days, so I'm not deviating from my plan. I'm going to move forward.
Unbelievable. I mean, now at this point, it's kind of great because if she does anything, even a little bit, even if she gets a bronze, People are like, wow, that's so incredible.
And she eats it again.
She can eat it again. People still go, I can't believe she did it.
Just because she's still in it and not just going, all right, I'm going to take a bunch of painkillers and call it a day.
I usually bring a lot of attention to this, but I do the show every day here at KROQ with 2 torn ACLs.
Okay.
And I still come in here.
And a sausage toe,
And a sausage toe.
And a freak nose.
And I still come in here and do it anyway because that's the kind of commitment I have to you.
Yeah, I mean, think about if you had sustained an injury like that. I mean, any ski or snowboarding accident
You're done for
terrifies me.
Sometimes forever.
Yeah. And if you're going that fast, like she's one of the fastest skiers ever. Think about how fast she's going and just crashing at that speed.
It's crazy.
I would be surprised I wasn't dead. And then even to get back up, and you think about after you fall, going back onto the snow and how scared you feel that it's going to happen
She
again.
must be listening to Chumbawamba.
There you go.
She
gets knocked down, but she gets up again.
Omar's words of mindfulness.
Something that has become a regular item in the home, and I feel like this became a trend in the last maybe 5 or 10 years. There was a time where we didn't need white noise to fall asleep, but now everyone I know has white noise machines. It's gotten to the point where if it's not on, there's no sleep happening. And it turns out these things are not only not beneficial, in fact, it's probably making your sleep worse. And the ambient noise is waking you up throughout the night, even if you don't realize it. So you're not, even if you're falling asleep better because of the white noise, it's not allowing you to stay asleep longer. And it's, in fact, making your sleep worse. And not only do we have probably 3 at-home sound machines and 2 portable sound machines.
Plus you and your wife. It's just more white noise.
Yeah, there's a lot of white
So
noise.
much white
I mean,
noise.
my kids were very white. It's just a lot of white noise.
Everything in that house is just white noise. White noise canceling out white noise.
And it's funny, the whole article is like, there's all different colors of noise, and all the other ones are good. Brown, green, all the different types are fine, but white noise is the bad one.
Yeah, Jake's brown noise happens every day during the show about 4 times.
God,
you don't want
gross.
that.
And then I wonder what you would think about this. Cracker Barrel has some employees that they send traveling for whatever reason. And their policy, I guess some of the employees are pissed about this, their policy is that if you are traveling with Cracker Barrel and you are traveling for work, we will comp your meals, but only if you eat at Cracker Barrel.
Oh, man, that sucks.
I mean, imagine how sick you probably are of food by then.
Yeah.
But maybe you're a corporate and you don't really are at the restaurant that often. But they said they're expected to dine at a Cracker Barrel store for all of the majority of the meals while traveling, whenever practical, based on location and schedule.
That's better than the KROQ policy, which is if we're traveling for work, we don't eat. So I actually like their policy better.
Unless there's one organized dinner.
Right. But that's usually...
Just eat as much as you can and order as much as you can at that.
Hand us 2 granola bars on the plane, and they say, good luck, guys. We'll see you in a week. But, yeah, Cracker Barrel forcing you to eat a Cracker Barrel. I guess they don't want to spend their corporate money on their competition, but also it's probably an opportunity for them to say to the people that work there, this gets you an opportunity. Now you can see how our business is run and how we can improve and all that crap.
So you can go to any random southern city and sit at a Cracker Barrel and go, this is my job. I'm doing my job.
Doing my job
experiencing all of these flyover states eating giant skillets that are 5,000 calories.
If we send you to Portugal to go see Turnstile, we will not force you to eat at a Cracker Barrel. You can have whatever the hell you want. And if you're caller 20 right now at 800-520-1067, your name goes on a standby boarding list, and you're a step closer to winning that trip right now.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
All right. Welcome. Just after 9 o'clock here on KROQ. It is Tuesday. We are Klein Alley Show. Down a man, but continuing anyway. I'm Klein. That's Allie.
I'm a woman.
That's a woman right there who apparently, according to the text line, you were resembling Rey from Star Wars today. Don't believe us? Check out the YouTube. We're streaming live there right now.
It's crazy.
That is Jake the Nerd, and he's got Jar Jar Pinks, his Star Wars themed toe. Don't forget about that.
Oh, yeah, he's got a weird toe, but it's not a sausage toe. It's different than yours.
Strange. He's trying to call it Toby-Wan Kenobi, but we all call it Jar Jar Pinks. In the back room, taking the calls, Vanessa and Postmaster Johnny, 800-520-1067. They are taking calls right now and counting to 20, which is difficult work for Johnny, but he's going to do it anyway so we can get your name on the standby list. This hour on the show, Allie,
what do we have in store?
Well, I'm very excited for the AMA with a mascot, a professional mascot I believe this man is responsible for the Mascot Hall of Fame as well. And as we are officially approaching the big game and Big Game Sunday, where you will see mascots for the Seahawks and mascots for the Patriots on the field, I always wonder what it really takes to be one of the best and what goes on inside the suit and how often do they hate it when they have to stop and take pictures with kids and all those many questions you've ever wanted to know for someone that lives their life as a mascot. We will get to that coming up this hour and an update on Jake's journey to the Super Bowl. Jake wants nothing more than to go support his Seahawks, but he's got no money, but his plan is to drive back, and there's been a couple of interesting opportunities for Jake to be a part of Super Bowl festivities, which we'll get into in just a moment. But right now, let's go ahead and make someone's day better. Is this Amanda in Costa Mesa?
Yes, it is.
You are the 20th caller.
Woo-woo! Heck yeah.
Your name is going on a standby boarding list right now at this exact moment, and if we call you back on Monday, get ready to pack your bags. You're going to Lisbon to go see Turnstile, all right?
That's so awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for starting your day with KROQ, and you'll have another chance to hop on that standby boarding list in 1 hour right here with us. Big games on Sunday. Most people will probably be sitting on their couch or a friend's house watching it, and then there's the people that actually go to the game, and usually you have to be either super rich or super connected or one of those, I guess, former players maybe that get to go to the game.
Or
family of the players. I think each player in the game gets one ticket. I mean, I saw the breakdown of how the tickets go, and not a lot of them become available to the general public. But if you're willing to pay enough money, you could find a way to go. It's not impossible. Jake really wants to go. He's been a Seahawks fan his whole life, but he doesn't have the money, so he's hoping to figure out a different way to get into the game. And we said, get one of those windbreakers like security and sneak in, or put on some pads and try to run out with the team.
We
or
did
something.
brainstorm a lot of different options.
Yeah, he could be that naked guy that streaks on the field.
This is the least attractive option, in my opinion.
Right, and there's been a lot of thoughts and conspiracy. Before we tell you what Jake is attempting to do now to get his way to the Super Bowl on Sunday, I just want you to hear some of the theories that have come through already. Jake was offered a ticket by show billionaire Blind Charlie, and Allie gave him a hard time and said, we can't accept that. It's too much of a gift.
Only
okay, this message is for Allie. If Blind Charlie had given you Super Bowl tickets, if the 49ers were in the Super Bowl, there'd be no question. He would have said some crappy S about you put them in a bag and you didn't see him until you got home and you're going. There's no way. You're just pissed it's not the 49ers, and you're pissed you didn't get this big of a gift. You got your Switch. I'm sure you got other stuff. Let the man go. Let Jake go. It's just fine. Anything over like $50 is you're not supposed to accept. So your Switch, same category. Doesn't matter if it's $250 or $600 or $6,000. Let the kid go. It's all good.
So there's a lot of people that are saying similar messages. Let Jake go. Let him accept this gift of tickets if someone wants to give him a ticket. Then there's other people that are saying that typical Jake here, not doing what he should be doing, which is earning his money to go to the game.
Well, that's, I think, what bothers me, too, is that there's really not much effort being made by Jake to go. It's just him sitting back and going, he's like, if someone gives me a very convenient option and pays for everything, then I'll go.
And by the way,
it's going to be a hell of a time. I've got to drive up there, then drive back the same night.
But
That's work.
But listen, Jake, I mean, this is not work. There's all these ideas. Listen to this guy.
Sweet knocker, guys. Okay, so I'm all for Jake going to the Super Bowl, but he really should have taken advantage of this Jack Beans idea and slap a label on a can of beans to make some money so that he can use the money to go to the Super Bowl. I still think it's a good idea for some passive income, but unfortunately a little too late for this game. Anyways,
so that is another person that says Jake could have potentially figured out a different way. And Jake has decided, and I don't think that this is worthy of your donation, but if you'd like to be a part of it, Jake apparently has launched his own, which even just saying launch my own GoFundMe is a sad sentence, because usually it's someone else.
It's someone doing it for somebody.
A GoFundMe for someone because they feel bad, someone lost a puppy or they need a kidney or something.
Because the person is not sad enough to put up their own GoFundMe.
We don't know who made this.
And Jake, this is what it says here.
If it says send me to the Super Bowl, it's definitely written by Jake.
It says send Jake, in parentheses, the nerd, to the Super Bowl.
Can be written by anybody.
Please help Jake the nerd get to the Super Bowl. Your kind donation will help fund an adventure of a lifetime. You do like adventure, don't you?
What a pitch.
This is whoever wrote this is a good writer.
The person who wrote it is you.
And then they wrote only one other sentence here. Jake will be driving the OK Lexus mobile up to Santa Clara from L.A. and back to report on his trip and the game for Klein Alley Show on KROQ.
This is just facts.
I
love the team.
Right.
Maybe your history of why you love the Seahawks, that you didn't get to see them ever before. Just some kind of sob story.
What kind of pictures are added into the GoFundMe?
It's a picture of you in a Seahawks jersey and a picture of you with Kibby on your lap looking all
stoic.
Don't say something offensive.
I don't even know I don't know what this picture. You don't look like a guy that needs
anything
help. And Allie's on the GoFundMe at what you're looking to do, and she's just found some ones just right around what you're looking for.
Dude, if you click on if I just do browse donate.
Right.
You think about your money and who you would like to give it to, because there's Jake the nerd who wants to go to the Super Bowl versus this guy who Denny just got electrocuted. He has a family. He needs to help raise his family, and he's on the road to recovery. This has $187,000. What about this guy, Jeff, who is in need of life-saving liver transplant? He's got 2 daughters and a wife.
2 daughters and a wife? Jake's got two jerseys and a dog.
What about Rosalie's recovery? She's a child.
Yeah, poor child.
She's 4.
She needs a road to recovery, Jake.
And she needs hope.
And Jake wants a road to Santa Clara.
Yeah, exactly. And this is also very long. All of the explanations of why these people have what they have, why they need help.
Now, over the years, Allie, we've been sent quite a few GoFundMes from people, usually within the building, like something happened to someone we work with. They had some weird condition or unexpected emergency or the house, whatever. A house burned down. That happened a few times during the wildfires.
Rosalie has a rare tumor.
Yeah, see, and Jake.
I have a rare opportunity to see my team in the Super Bowl.
Okay. I want you to add to why you think that people should donate to you over all of these other people.
What do you mean me? Someone else wrote this.
Well, whoever wrote this should really add some reasons why, because I don't think you're going to be able to GoFundMe, whatever it is, $4,000.
All right, I'll get with my writers and.
What your writers? What are the? What is the lowest ticket price now? Is it dropped again?
Let me see. Let me see where it's at now.
I feel like yesterday it had dropped from 6s to mid-4s.
I saw it when I looked at single tickets on Ticketmaster. It was like mid-5s.
Should I put in Super Bowl or Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. Try to find that one. That's actually not in San Francisco. That's a totally different city.
There are 2 left at $4,500.
And where are those seats? Just out of curiosity, how good are those? Oh boy, really? That bad?
Last row.
Oh, last row.
Last row.
Hey, still in
Section 403.
Still in the building.
But actually, there's a few different. There's $4,500 is the cheapest. $4,900 is the next cheapest.
Anyway, Jake, good luck, man. We will happily post the link, but
you're gonna happily do it because it doesn't sound like you're very happy.
But let's also post it right next to help Eternity get out of her second heart surgery.
Yeah, let's put the
second. She already had one.
Let's put them side by side and let people decide how they'd like to donate their money. And I listen, I would love to get you, trust me, it'd be great for the show that you drive it up there, go into the game, coming right back. I would love everything about it on a personal level. I may even throw a little donation your way.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you should also support Camilla's fight for her new heart.
Okay, and I will support that as well. I will, but Jake's fighting for a new banner for the Seahawks. We gotta take a break. We're gonna do an AMA with an actual mascot. This guy knows more about mascotting than any mascot you've ever met in your entire life, and that will be next. If you have questions, get them to us now on the text line 800-520-1067.
KROQ Mile High Club. Favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 4. Take a selfie at Malone Tower. Get lost in a cobblestone alley while drinking an espresso. Miss your flight home. When you see Grammy-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list to see Turnstile and Nail Colorama Festival in Lisbon, along with over a dozen artists including Deftones, Interpol, Violent Femmes, and more, courtesy of Atlantic Records.
Hey, this is Brendan from Turnstile, and you're listening to the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
One of the many jobs I wanted when I was growing up, in addition to ice cream man, birthday party clown, and Santa Claus, was a mascot at a professional sporting event because I thought it was so cool. And, when you're a kid, you meet a mascot. The adult equivalent, I guess, would be catching a T-shirt from the T-shirt gun. But when you're a kid, meeting that mascot
seeing anyone in a costume.
It's a pretty big deal. And the guy that we're about to say hi to, his name in real life is Chris Bruce, but the reality is that he is one of the few guys that has been a mascot at the NFL level, the NBA level, the college level. He's won the Mascot National Championship. And this guy has been the Eagle Swoop from the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's an important one.
He's been G Wiz from my Washington Wizards. And everyone's favorite, Reggie the Purple Party Dude. So this man knows what it's like because he's lived most of his life inside of the mascot suit, and we wanted to do an AMA with someone that has been a professional mascot. So we welcome to the airwaves of KROQ right now to answer all of your questions you've ever had for a mascot. Sports mascot, corporate mascot. Keep in mind, our very own Vanessa one time dressed like the rat from Chuck E. Cheese.
That mouse.
And she got to be that mascot for a little bit. And I used to always think that was what they looked for, these tiny little short, almost gymnast-style people because they could wear those suits.
I always thought that's how they cast Mickey Mouse.
Right.
It was like the smallest. It's usually like a tiny Asian girl in those costumes, usually.
Chris, are you a tiny Asian girl?
I am actually just going to break it to you right off the gate. I am not a tiny Asian girl.
Okay.
I apologize.
That's good to know. So Allie's theory already incorrect.
Me and Jake are both disappointed.
Jake is tuning out of the segment now. First of all, thanks for joining us.
Won't be the last time I disappoint you, though, I'm sure.
That's okay. We're used to it. That's the theme of the show. You have been a mascot. Listen to this. Worked in almost every professional sports environment possible over the past 20 years. As a mascot, and of course, getting to the Super Bowl this weekend, we've got lots of questions for you. We appreciate in advance your open honesty and a lot of people on the text line. First question out of the gate, 818. When the mascots get into the fights on the sideline, do you ever actually attempt to knock the other person out?
Wow, that's a crazy question, but it's a good one. For me personally, I always thought the fights were pretty lowbrow. I always like to avoid those. I always thought you could be more clever, more, interesting in your performance. Some of those mascots that do the fighting, they're not really the best mascots. Maybe there's somebody like kind of doing it, a frat guy getting in there and maybe kind of taking on a dare, but I wouldn't encourage the fights. Definitely not the way to do it. Definitely not a professional approach. And, guys can get hurt, girls can get hurt. And we definitely try to avoid the fights, but if they do happen, what I would try to do is just kind of keep the person from going further and move on.
Right.
What makes a good mascot versus a bad mascot? Because you do the Hall of Fame and you have nominees for the past year. Like, what do you have to do to get nominated? What makes you good at your job?
Well, there's a lot of things that make a good mascot. I think the best mascots are really, really good athletes. The best mascots are skit writers. The best mascots are, physical comedians. They have good rhythm and can dance. They're able to interact with crowds spontaneously and are quick off the cuff. So, a bad mascot would be somebody that couldn't move very well, that wasn't very athletic, that wasn't very quick on their feet, and ultimately looks like just a person wearing a costume, right? The best mascots are ones that can bring the character to life in a way that you kind of forget that there's a person in there in the first place.
Question from 714 on the text line as we were talking to a professional mascot. It's an AMA. What is the most annoying thing that fans do?
Oh, my gosh. One of the things I'll tell you that used to drive me crazy was that when parents would just throw their kids at the mascot.
Yes.
And you'd wonder why these kids would start crying. Well, it's because the parents threw them at this giant tiger or this, oversized, fantasy character. Imagine like an alien-type Philly Fanatic character and you're a 2-year-old and you're just getting thrown at it. It's going to shake up most of those kids' world. So, parents, please don't throw your kids at mascots when you're trying to get them to take a picture. If anything, high-five the mascot first, show the kid that it's cool, and then bring them in.
951 is a great question. How do you know which fans to tease if you're going to heckle one of the fans that's at the game? How do you pick? And has it ever backfired on you?
You go with the redhead, right? The
listen,
ginger?
it really is a good question because that kind of goes back to the skill of the performer. And one of the things you get really good at is reading people and understanding kind of where to push the boundaries and where not to. Certain people, they just have that aura. don't mess with me. This isn't going to be fun for anyone. And others, you can kind of tell if they're into the performance and, maybe you can bring them into the fun. You just got to kind of learn how to read people, and that is a skill that good mascots get.
We're chatting right now with Chris Bruce. You can find him on Instagram. We'll put up all the information. It's C. Bruce Official, and this guy has been a mascot for a long time. Inside the suit, question that's come through many times on the text line. When you have to go to the bathroom, do you have a little bag in there like an astronaut, or do you have to actually go and remove your costume?
So do we wear a catheter is the question, basically.
Yes.
So I've never worn a catheter. I will tell you there are times in my career that I've really had to go to the bathroom, and then I've gone and performed, and I swear to God I've sweated out. I don't know if that's scientifically possible, but I will say I wouldn't recommend peeing in the costume.
All right.
Well, because those things are pretty hot, right? On a hot summer day, how do you deal with all the heat that gets trapped in those costumes?
Yeah, outside of just sitting in a walk-in freezer, it's going to get hot, right? I used to say I was training to get lost in the desert, and your body is going through extreme conditions. The best way is to know your limits, hydrate, take breaks. Short bursts in costume are better than just being out there for long periods of time for no reason. It's a better performance, actually, if you keep people guessing and bob and weave, come in, come out, take your breaks. But, yeah, you got to hydrate. Sometimes you can wear a little ice pack, but too much of that stuff just weighs you down.
Professional athletes obviously have no shortage of groupies. Are there such a thing as mascot groupies? Have you been hit on multiple times as in mascot costumes?
Well, I will say that there are definitely fans that are very committed to performers, and I've seen it over the years where you'll get what you would consider to be a groupie for a mascot for sure. I think a lot of times people just see that character as somebody that they, for whatever reason, they relate to, they enjoy, and they have access to. So just like any person that is in any kind of limelight, you're going to have people that are going to admire and maybe a little too much at times.
What is the craziest thing someone's done to you, like a drunk frat boy or whatever, someone taking your head, somebody doing something to violate you as a mascot?
Yeah, again, I think spin moves are really pretty awesome. It's amazing how effective they can be. But if you find somebody that tries to get you, I had a player actually one time, a long time ago, and it was in a minor league environment, and I had a routine. I was on the field, and he thought it was going to be funny to run out on the field and spear tackle me while I was in the middle of the routine. Luckily, I caught it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm athletic enough that I literally spun and ended up throwing the guy and basically taking his momentum and working it against him. His dugout, all of the players on the team were dying laughing because he thought he was going to get me, and it went the other way.
Yeah, there is something weird about you see a mascot and you either want to hug it or tackle it. There is something strange about that. One or the other. I can't figure out what that is.
I will tell you, if anybody is home listening, I'm going to clear the air. Mascots are not piñatas. I'm just going to throw it out there. I know some people confuse them at times, but they are not piñatas. Just going to throw it out there.
Yes, Jake, go ahead.
What's the most dangerous stunt you've ever done?
There's a lot of mascots, and I've been around this a long time. There's the rappelling from the top of stadiums. That's a fun one. That is done, obviously, with safety measures in place, but it is a pretty dangerous stunt. Skydiving or jumping out of a perfectly good airplane, typically tandem. But, push the boundaries. That's a big part of it. We used to do a thing in college and even in the pros where I would sled face first down, cement steps with really no extra protection other than the costume itself. But you would run, you would drop into what would essentially be just a cement step kind of run, and you'd have metal bars coming at you all the way down and catching speed and going right to the court, usually in a basketball type environment. I used to love doing that. That was a lot of fun, but it's pretty dangerous looking back at it.
Any rules? Like I know, for instance, in professional sports, they have rules. Sometimes players are not allowed to date the cheerleaders, etc. Are there rules about mascots dating their handlers?
No, the rule is that anybody can date the mascot, especially the cheerleaders. I'm pretty sure that's established.
Oh, great.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Good to know. That's why they go for the job.
What is, since you've worked in many different sports and leagues, what is the sport or the league that has the most respect for the mascot?
It does kind of fluctuate. For a long time, I would say the NBA was kind of the pinnacle, partly because of the stage it presents, the basketball court and everything being kind of like theater in the round. You have the timeouts and the opportunities to entertain were usually a little bit greater in basketball. So the NBA had really done a great job of giving the mascots a place to showcase. But you look at across the sports, you get the Philly Fanatic is obviously one of the biggest mascots in all of sports, and that's obviously a baseball mascot. And you could argue that environment is really tough to work because there's a lot of noise. It's a long game. There's a lot going on, and to grab everybody's attention can be challenging. Now the Fanatic is at the top of the game. Of course, in Philadelphia, Gritty has taken over and come on with gangbusters type storm. But mascots, listen, I think a lot of it comes down to the team, the performer, and the costume all working together to create those moments. And if it's done right, it can really capture a fan base. And if you look at some of the mascots right now that are in the Super Bowl, for instance, Blitz was actually just recently inducted into the Mascot Hall of Fame, which is an organization that I helped create and run. And, he's going to be down there in San Francisco going up against Pat the Patriot, two very different mascots in the overall scheme of things. You got Blitz, who's obviously the leader of the 12 in Seattle and, does a lot of those high-flying stunts and repels in and really gets the fans going that way. And Pat the Patriot's a little bit more like, act like you've been there before, solid poses, and a little less over-the-top character, but both solid in their own right.
Chatting with an expert, a mascot who has spent 20 years professional sports mascotting to answer any questions you may have, and there's a ton on the text line here, but we're going to give you the final few. If the game is getting really good or it's a play that will determine anything, are you able to stop your dancing and watch the actual game, or can you not see through the suit like a good view?
Listen, most performers that, are able to see, and, in some ways you kind of develop a spidey sense of sorts, and you're typically scanning. If you're in the moment, I wouldn't recommend a mascot just stop and watch it like as if you were a regular fan, but you can absolutely watch the game, be in the moment, energetically reacting and engaging with the crowd as those moments are happening, and you can really be at the heart of those moments. So it's not just like a fan sitting in the stands watching it. You really feel like you're a part of it, and a lot of times you even, in your own way, make a difference in the outcome. It's a pretty amazing place to be.
You could probably put the game on in your AirPods inside the costume.
Wear them right there.
That's right.
Have you ever
listen? You can hear, you can see. Most of those
what's
costumes,
happening.
At least the performers are very aware of what's going on. If anything, they're hyper aware because they kind of have to train themselves to kind of pay attention because they do have limited vision. So,
and ever encountered a streaker or had to chase down or stop a streaker from taking the field?
Not as many times as I would have liked. What an opportunity that is. Have you seen the mascot take out a streaker? It's, it's kind of the one time in life that all bets are off and you can just tackle somebody in public or so like if I was out there and I saw somebody, I would definitely enjoy the challenge of making sure we keep that game going and taking them out in a safe way, but a fun way.
Chris Bruce, a professional mascot, giving us all the intel, answering all your questions. There's so many others here about have you ever taken the costume home and used it for role play in the bedroom, but you don't have to waste your time answering those questions.
Well, mascots don't talk, so what am I doing, right?
Right, exactly.
I shouldn't be telling those secrets.
That's a good point.
The Mascot Hall of Fame is really the hub for all things mascots. We're going to be reintroducing a whole new interface and a site for it. Look out for that soon.
Sure.
Watch the Super Bowl this weekend. Cheer on Blitz from the Seahawks and Pat the Patriot.
Hey, dude, thanks for joining us. Put up all the details so everyone can follow along. A professional mascot. That's been an AMA.
Fascinating.
On KROQ. Good morning. Would you like to go on a trip and don't have to pay for it at all? We'll cover the airfare, put you up in a hotel, and give you tickets to see Turnstile. This time you're going to be going to Lisbon, Portugal. We have another chance in less than 20 minutes for you to get on that standby boarding list as part of KROQ's Mile High Club. So I recommend you keep listening and get on the list. And then, Allie, I don't want to blow people's mind, but Jake's GoFundMe to go to the Super Bowl. A lot of people suggesting after that conversation we should ask that guy to borrow an old mascot costume, put Jake in the costume, and mascots are like clipboards. You walk around with a clipboard, people just let you in somewhere. They think you're important. Earpiece and a clipboard. Jake's dressed like a mascot.
Totally. And when he was
Super
saying,
Bowl,
like,
send him in.
Oh, here's Pat the Patriot and this guy. I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
His Blitz.
And Blitz.
Right.
And Pat, but how many people know what the mascots' names are and what they look like. You could just show up in something kind of patriotic looking, and they'd probably let you in.
I think if you're in a giant foam suit at the Super Bowl and you're walking around, you say, I got to get out there. I'm part of
They're not going to ask for a wristband. You don't have wrists.
Yeah, they can't even do like a retina. You can't do fingerprints or anything. You're covered. It's the ultimate.
It's a bald eagle. Just let him in.
Let him in. Let that guy in. So I'm just saying, Jake, if you can't raise the money, we're going to get the grand total in a moment, but if you can't raise the money, then to buy the ticket, I think you just got to go ahead and raise the money to buy a costume.
Well,
that's a much more attainable goal.
How much money do you think we've raised so far?
All right,
or that Jake has raised for himself?
$0. He wanted to raise at least thousands of dollars, I believe, to try to get himself to the Super Bowl.
His goal is $6,000.
Okay. I will say we brought this up on the air 20 minutes ago. Most people don't feel bad for him and think that they should donate. A lot of people have texted in that they've donated to some of the other people we talked about already and not Jake.
Oh, boo.
I
Good
would
for
say
you.
Anything over $5 would blow my mind at this point.
Well, we have received 3 donations so far.
No, we've received nothing.
We've received nothing.
I don't want to be in on
It's a team effort.
No, it's not.
The first donation was the largest. The last donation was the smallest at $5. But, Jake, you are currently at $75.
Wow.
So you don't have that much more left to raise. Only $5,925 to go.
Jake, if you don't raise your money, you must give all this money back. You're not keeping this money and staying here.
What?
Yeah, you're not keeping the money.
This goes to costume money.
Costume money?
We got to take a break. We get back with your news, and then we give you another spot on the standby boarding list, and that will all happen after this.
The Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
We are Klein Alley Show. We'll get into your ADD news in a moment, but breaking very sad news for one particular person who listens to our show.
Well, Kelly Clarkson Show's not going to be on anymore.
I did hear the news that after 7 years, the Kelly Clarkson Show has been canceled, and my immediate thoughts were, oh no, Pantyhose Greg. That's outside of Klein Alley Show. I think Kelly Clarkson Show is his favorite show.
Which those two shows are polar opposites.
Polar. Well, we don't have a hallway where everyone high fives each other and says good things to each other.
So think about that. Pantyhose Greg finishes listening to our show and then he goes, and now time for Kelly Clarkson.
And I don't think he watches it live. I think he only watches like the 3 a.m. rerun of that show. And he, when I saw the news that they were finally pulling the plug.
Well, Kelly Clarkson Show's not going to be on anymore.
Yeah,
I really liked seeing her in her pantyhose and.
Okay.
Enjoyed her singing and her sense of humor. She sure looked cute once she lost the weight.
Oh,
okay,
Jesus.
Great. Well,
I'm sure she would appreciate that.
What a lovely tribute from Pantyhose Greg.
I liked her when she was skinnier.
Let's get into your news right now, and then new hour of the show will officially begin.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Well, we start with a controversy over deer, and I don't know if we officially mushed deer after discussing female deer in Johnny Doesn't Know last week, but they are going to kill off the deer population in Catalina. Catalina Island has had a deer problem for a while. The deer keep eating all the good stuff, and then all the brush, all the flammable stuff grows in its place, and it's creating this fire hazard. So people have been complaining about the deer for a long time, but there's always been this debate about what to do because no one wants to shoot a deer in the face. Feel like a bad person doing that. And then there was this proposal to just end it, and they just approved that proposal.
Don't they have bison on Catalina Island? Can't the bison eat the deer or take care of the deer?
No, bisons don't eat animals.
Yeah, you train them. Train the bison. They're roaming there. That's what everyone tells you when you go to Catalina.
Better yet, why don't you train the deer to eat each other?
Right, even better.
Cannibalistic deer.
But they're
great horror movie.
They're procreating too much. They're making too many deer, and the deer are creating havoc there. I've been to Catalina a few times. I like that's one of the things I like about it. You go like, oh, driving around a golf cart. Look at that. There's a deer over there.
Anywhere there are golf carts, there are deer or a deer problem.
Right.
And I remember my grandmother when she lived in...
Because cars scare deers. They don't have enough cars on the island.
But a golf cart, they're like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess I'll just keep eating this leaf.
Right.
But my grandmother's old people community, I remember this was a huge thing that they all fought about. Was like, what do we do about the deer? And one person was like, I'm just going to take out a shotgun and kill them. And then another person was like, why don't we sterilize the females? And I thought that was a pretty good solution. Just make sure all the girls can't have any kids and just let them eat.
Right.
They're so cute.
But it's, got to a point now where I was surprised they approved this, too, because,
it's so not California to be like, shoot all the deer. And how do you shoot them all?
It was
they said they were going to hire hunters, I think.
Well, I think that could be a great tourist thing you could do now in Catalina. Move over mini golf. It's time to start. Go ahead.
You don't need to do axe throwing anymore.
Yeah.
You could just have an actual gun and shoot deer.
You could do axe throwing all right, but you'd have a different target for sure. Yeah, I don't know. It
seems like it'd be harder than it.
So,
like you think there's so many of them that it would probably be easy to shoot them, but big buck hunter I never was very good at.
No,
anyway.
I believe that, and that's as a lesbian, that's a sad thing to have to admit.
It is.
Out loud.
Congratulations to Green Day. They hit a milestone, one of many they've hit throughout their career. They are in the Billionaires Club. The song Wake Me Up When September Ends has now hit 1 billion streams on Spotify, and it's not the first song of theirs that's achieved this. Also, Basket Case, American Idiot, and Boulevard of Broken Dreams are in the Billionaires Club, so they're not new members necessarily, but this song in particular got over the threshold mainly because of its meme-worthy status. Every time September ends, people have to listen to it and then share the memes over it. So it has a lot of staying power, even though it's always been a very depressing song for Billy Joe because it's about his dad dying.
Yeah, but once it gets the meme treatment, as you know, then it gets a life of its own. And most people have no idea what the song's about, but it's just like that.
It's like Justin Timberlake can never get over that ramen haircut. Because
exactly
it's going to be May.
And every year you're going to see it. Every year you're going to go, are we still doing this thing? There it is.
I said it to one friend every single year.
Great.
The only friend that still finds it funny.
Yeah, I bet you they don't. bet you they don't.
She does. If you're lucky enough to have a family, think about how far you would go to save their lives. Would you risk your own life, or would you say, I don't know, they've lived long enough? There is this 13-year-old boy that saved his entire family by swimming 2.5 miles out to sea to rescue them. There's 4 of them, but 3 of them had been paddleboarding, and they were swept out to sea. They were kayaking and paddleboarding, and they just kept getting farther and farther out, and this 13-year-old son was like, all right, I'm going to paddle my way out until I can't anymore, and then I'm going to swim, and he swam for hours before he found them and was able to bring them back in. And I feel like any 13-year-old boy would be like, oh,
that sounds fake.
Good riddance.
Yeah, I feel like whenever we get a great hero story like this, we find out after the fact that it was either staged or not exactly right.
How do you find your family swimming out in the middle of the ocean? How do you find them?
It's the one guy with the paddleboard.
Oh, yeah.
Easy. I mean, the odds of that
There's always a random paddleboarder out there.
Nah, not always. But if the story, where did you find this? Was this a real source, Allie, or was this one of those, is this an onion?
It's on People.
People?
People don't lie.
That's right. That's right. People don't lie.
6.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh yeah, welcome to your KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show, and if you are caller 20 at this exact moment, we've got good news for you. We're going to put your name on a standby voting list so you can travel internationally as part of KROQ's Mile High Club and head all the way over to Lisbon, Portugal to see Grammy Award-winning band, couldn't say that a few days ago, Turnstile. Get yourself over there, win the trip, and then you can have a story to tell for the rest of your life, courtesy of your friends here at KROQ. Once again, you must be caller 20 at this exact moment, 800-520-1067.
And then you can possibly vamos al aeropuerto.
Wow, Allie. Forced resolution, learning that Spanish.
Mm-hmm. ¿Dónde está mi boleto? Está en el hotel.
Great. Well said. Mm-hmm. There you go. She's making progress, folks.
I'm learning Bad Bunny lyrics. I'm almost all the way through the first verse and chorus of Titi Mi Pregunto.
Give us a taste.
What?
Give us a little taste.
Okay. All right. I will. Titi Mi Pregunto si tengo mucha novia. Mucha novia. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Pero no importa. VIP. Vanessa, Sarah, you did a good job.
That was the greatest commercial for the Kid Rock halftime show that there's ever been. If you'd like the Kid Rock one
okay.
instead. You did less than okay. Vanessa, give her a real score.
I thought that was pretty good to be quite frank.
Yeah, keep in mind,
Allie
was making her tacos with ground turkey and yogurt recently, so she is as white gets, and this is big progress for her. Big progress.
I forget the rest of the lyrics.
Now
I'm put on the spot, guys.
Yeah, well,
El Spato.
That's wrong. Incorrecto. We've got an old people secret to share with you in a moment that you're going to want to hear. A man is 104, and he has the secret that will help you live forever. It's one of my favorite old people secrets ever. We will get to that. And then Johnny will be in here for a 1 round of Johnny Doesn't Know. The lightning question, plus it's wine week here, so he'll be drinking some wine because that's what his forced resolution is. That's all coming up this hour on the show.
Un vaso di vino.
But first, let's say hi to, is this Sonia?
Hello.
Hi, in Downey?
Yes.
Hi, you are the 20th caller.
Woo!
20.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So we add your name to a standby list now, and if we call you back in a week, get ready to pack your bags and go check out some Turnstile in Lisbon, Portugal. Hold on, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for waking up with KROQ. See that? That person probably never thought she'd have a chance, and then she called and she did, and you'll have another shot next hour. In fact, every hour straight up through 6 p.m., and then hopefully we call you back next week with the good news. All right, how would you like to live forever? We've got an old people secret that you're going to want to hear. If you don't want to worry about dying today, you'll want to listen up, and that'll be in 2 minutes and 42 seconds on KROQ. Got to respect the elderly. A lot of cultures respect the elderly, not so much here in America. We just put them in a home and we say, remember us in your will, but not here at KROQ. We do respect the elderly, and that's why whenever they go turn 106, 107, whatever, they knock at the door and they say, give us your secret, Gramps. And usually it's not a Gramps because the men die off sooner.
Usually a lady.
Usually a lady. Today we actually have a man, 104-year-old man, maybe the oldest man who's ever lived, and he's going to share with us his secret to living forever, and you're going to want to hear it, so here we go.
From chicken brain to drinking rain, not getting laid, they call me the barmaid.
They call me the barmaid.
That's right.
Let's live forever with sweet Dibbit.
Sweet Dibbit.
Time for some old people secrets.
All right, so here we go. Let's meet this guy. This may be your favorite old people secret ever. Listen closely if you too would like the gift of eternal life.
Mr. Bill!
Oh.
How are you? My name is Nate.
Now,
and I'm younger than you.
That's not the old person. That's the reporter. But he's got that condescending reporter voice where they speak to the old people like they are 3 years old.
And they're
right?
shouting.
Right.
And they say Mr. his
Bill!
first name.
Yeah.
How are you? My name is Nate, and I work for East Idaho News.
Let me tell you when you know you've made it. When a guy shows up at your door and says, my name is Nate, and I work for East Idaho News.
You go, I wish I didn't make it to 104.
Right.
This guy is now new to the people knocking at your door and asking your secret.
Right.
This guy's just getting a taste of that.
Sure.
And we do a segment called Feel Good Friday where we surprise people in the community like you who do good things. And I understand you're 104.
So it's off to a great
so
start.
Pissed.
Yeah, and the Feel Good Friday segment is...
And I understand you're 104.
That's true.
How was your birthday?
Fine. And your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Did he just tell Nate happy birthday?
I think he wished Nate a happy... I think he thought Nate was saying it was his birthday.
I think he says that to everybody.
There's just a lot of
Happy
confusion.
birthday.
A lot of confusion.
Your birthday.
Happy birthday.
You.
You have had quite a life. You served in World War II?
I did.
And I understand you have 7 kids?
Yes, sir.
And you were in the same room as Hitler, from what I've heard.
And I wasn't.
So...
Why would you bring that up? Especially if you're not getting anything from this man. Like, you've talked to him for now a minute.
Right.
He's barely said more than one word to you.
Also, you would think if you're the news guy, you combine the World War II and the Hitler stuff. You don't jump in, throw his kids in the mix.
Go back to the kids.
Yeah. You don't go, hey, I heard you're World War II, yeah? You got a bunch of kids and grandkids, yeah?
Hey, when you're the host of Feel Good Fridays, you ask the questions in your own damn order.
And you know...
Feel Good Fridays. Let's ask a question about the worst day of your life.
It's our
The
new
guy is
segment.
horrible at Feel Good Fridays.
Pure Fridays is what we're doing now as we ask you questions about Hitler.
And I understand you have 7 kids?
Yes, sir.
And you were in the same room as Hitler, from what I've heard.
Do you see that one coming? I mean, what a jump.
Have you heard? Who did you hear that from?
It'd be great if, like,
rumor mill.
right before the interview starts, someone's just messing with this reporter. He's like, by the way, ask him about Hitler.
He knew Hitler.
Make sure to bring it up.
We're going to have with Nate.
And I wasn't. Just think about that.
You don't want to think about it, but
I don't remember that.
you're probably one of the few people on Earth still around that had that experience.
Let's just up that feel-good music in the background and kind of cancel out all the Hitler questions.
A little more on the acoustic guitar, please. I want to make this feel happy.
And he said, I don't want to think about it. And he's like, you don't, but you're gonna.
Yeah, I'm going to make you think about it.
Feel good right here.
And, of course, he's one of the only few people that's been in the room with Hitler who's still alive, because Hitler killed all the other ones.
Yes.
Still around that had that experience.
Maybe the experience started with him, but it's been past for a while. That's out of it.
Right.
Once again,
I don't know what's worse, him not talking or him talking.
This
He's
is
like, oh, God.
the old people's secret that we bring to you this week. A man who's historically done a lot of stuff, and he's 104, and we're about to find out what his secret is if you two want to live forever, and have a uncomfortable question asked by a local Iowa reporter.
Well, what's the secret to living 104 years?
All right. Place your bets. What is his secret to living 104 years?
Yikes.
Allie, we're giving a lot.
Well, we don't know what side he fought for.
No, that's a good point. We don't know.
The secret could be different.
It could be very different.
Okay.
Stolen art and gold. They don't know what the secret is.
I'm going to say that he's just going to, you know what? I bet he plays bingo.
Bingo.
He's a bingo man.
People love the adrenaline rush of bingo. Jake the Nerd, what's his secret?
He's going to say, East Idaho News, happy birthday.
Idaho News,
happy birthday. Happy birthday. Great guess. You know what? Jake's his front runner in this one. Vanessa, what do you think he's going to say?
Lots of babies.
Ooh.
What did she say?
Lots of babies.
Lots of babies. All right.
What did she say?
I need translation.
I speak
for her.
Vanessa now because of my Duolingo.
Oh, fair enough. Allie's learning how to speak Vanessa. The whole reason she's taking this class. Let's find out.
What's the secret to living 104 years?
Keep smiling, I guess.
What if he just goes
smiling?
Shoots Nate in the face.
That's my secret. Reporter blood.
Keep smiling, I guess.
Keep smiling. That's it. I hear that you love ice cream.
See, this guy was not.
You guys said ice cream.
He didn't say ice cream. Just keep going.
Yeah, the guy was all ready to go. Don't worry, his secret's going to be ice cream. We've rehearsed this. So he's all ready, and the guy's like, keep smiling. He's like, damn it! Why'd I bring this ice cream?
I hear that you love ice cream. Baskin Robbins.
I just said smile. Did you not hear me?
Person that's telling him about it.
You got it. Listen, if I know one thing
He
about...
loves Hitler and ice cream. Go.
Let me tell you something about Mr. Bill. Big fan of Hitler and Rocky Road.
Yeah,
Get in
fine.
there
Knock on
and
the
crush
door.
this interview. There's definitely hazing this reporter, right?
Totally.
This is like a first guy's first day on the job.
Yes.
What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Just stop asking him questions. He doesn't know
Leave me
anything.
alone, Nate.
Ice cream.
Ice cream's ice cream?
Whatever they make it with.
Whatever they make it.
Their ice cream's a little bit doctored up with stuff, you know?
Right.
Man.
Well, we wanted to bring you a $100 gift card to Baskin Robbins.
That's great.
All right, there you have it. Old people's secret number. Who keeping track?
Man, I bet he can gum the crap out of some ice cream, too. He'll love that.
Ice cream and keeping your smile going. And there you have it. Quick break. Back in a moment. If you'd like to join us for some Johnny Doesn't Know, win yourself into a Hollywood premiere. That's right. We'll get you into Crime 101, the world premiere of that, if you're able to predict if Johnny will know or not know the answer to a simple question. That is next.
KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 4. Take a selfie at Malone Tour. Get lost in a cobblestone alley while drinking an espresso. Miss your flight home. When you see Grammy-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list to see Turnstile and Nail Colorama Festival in Lisbon, along with over a dozen artists including Deftones, Interpol, Violent Femmes, and more, courtesy of Atlantic Records.
Hey, this is Brendan from Turnstile, and you're listening to the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 for a free case review.
Rock. We are Klein Alley's show. In a moment, we're going to get inside of Johnny's brain, but he's not going to be doing it sober because it's wine week, and you know his forced resolution is that he has to drink every day. He has asked us, even when we said the punishment may be running in the L.A. Marathon if you lose. Johnny said, great, I quit drinking right now, I'll run the marathon. He does not want to do the drinking. He hated it from the very beginning. He thinks his resolution is the worst. Most people would say, I get to start every day with a sip of booze. What a great way to start your day.
Some people already start their day like that.
What a derelict. Why would you want to live like that?
Well, sometimes takes the edge off. Makes your coworkers a little bit more tolerable.
You got a sad life.
We have a lot more responsibility than you do.
Yeah.
Sad life, man.
Yeah, you kind of live
that.
life like a drunk idiot anyway, so you don't really have to add the alcohol to feel that way.
It doesn't seem like your tolerance has gone up or anything like that. Still, half of a sip of something makes you loopy. So.
Yeah, the other day he said, I'm too woozy to do anything. And I said, I thought you had a sip of wine. He goes, yeah, 2 sips. So
He spends like 20 minutes crapping in the bathroom
I
after
know.
every show.
Are you throwing up? Are you getting sick in there?
Hey, this alcohol just does not agree with me either.
Today, Allie brought you a nice bottle right there of Pinot Noir. That's very popular of the red variety, Johnny.
It's the most drinkable, yeah, for sure.
And obviously, you know the good Pinot regions, right, Johnny?
Penal regions?
No, the good
What are the
Pinot
penal
regions, where the good Pinots come from.
Is that racist to say?
No, I'm asking about wine.
Wow. I don't know. Pinot? California. Duh. We make everything in
Pinot,
California.
Yeah, you got it.
Can I open it? My bad,
I mean,
sorry.
he's not that wrong.
Oregon usually, I think, is known for
Oregon
that.
and Northern California.
Yeah.
Is that what they do up there?
Yeah, but that's okay, Johnny. Yeah, I learned. I'm not a wine guy. I just pick up some things. Johnny said, twisted off the cap right there.
You know, wine, I think, is the one that he has been the least averse to. And
Right.
there have been a few, middle-aged women that have offered to take him out wine tasting in Temecula.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great idea.
Johnny, great idea. Johnny's pouring his wine into a little shot glass. That's not usually how people would drink their wine, but okay.
It is in church.
Why not?
True.
Well,
It's the blood of Christ.
Actually, yesterday you said I made a mistake and I drank more than I should have. Apparently, you sip wine.
You do.
I didn't know that.
You're
I thought you
supposed
just
to
gulp
take
it.
a sip and then let it kind of drop to the back of your mouth so you can taste everything.
No, you do like a man, Johnny.
So
Take it down.
if I do this,
Let's see if Johnny likes it. Oh, there you go. She throws it down like it's a shot of...
ooh, whoa. Actually, no, that's not bad. That doesn't taste like anything really. Is this good for you?
Yep, it's great for you.
Is it
Little
really?
Red wine.
Bottle of wine a day keeps the doctor away.
Antioxidants, makes everyone look more attractive.
Why do so many MILFs like wine?
Because we can just sip it and have a nice conversation and just have a moment for ourselves.
Wait, hold on. Wait, who's we?
It's 1 o'clock.
We just need a moment.
They got a lot of fun wine puns, so they like to put that down.
And we like to pretend like we know anything about wine.
Go ahead,
Hey.
take another sip, Johnny.
This
Go
one's
ahead.
for the MILFs.
All right,
Because we can sip it and then go, oh, that is light. You're right. I do taste the
Johnny
blackberry.
throws that down like my kids throw down children's Tylenol. Like
Totally.
he takes it and he
Like,
tries
just get through
He
it.
just wants to get through it.
Hey, let's just get through it, boys.
All right, Johnny's. What do you think of Pinot Noir?
Pinot Noir is good.
Peanut Noir.
Peanut water is good.
Peanut
All right.
water is very good.
Let's get into it. One question now. Johnny doesn't know. Here we go.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
All right, let's get into it now. Some Johnny doesn't know. The guy is hopped up on peanut water, so you have to bear with us. Here we go. This is your categories, Johnny. You pick the one you want to go with here, and then one person will get a chance to predict whether or not you are right or wrong. Question category 1: intergalactic black holes,
Oh, damn.
artificial intelligence, macroeconomics, Mayan civilizations, or Super Bowl fun. Which one would you like to go with?
Super Bowl fun.
All right, we had
Super Bowl.
Let's go to
Super Bowl.
Dustin in Delray. Dustin, good morning. Welcome to KROQ.
Thanks, you guys. Ready to go.
All right, it's a Roman numeral question for Johnny because, as you know, the only time we care about Roman numerals is around the Super Bowl. So here we go. Will Johnny know the answer to this question? Johnny, if I were to give you this math problem, XXVII minus X, how much in actual numbers would you have left? Will Johnny know this, yes or no, Dustin?
Oh, good. Sorry, Johnny, but I don't think he has a chance of knowing this.
All right. Once again, the math equation is XXVII minus X. What is left? I need an actual numerical number.
Okay, X is 10. I know that because I saw that in a movie once. 2X is got to be 10 plus 10, which is 20. Plus V is 5, like in Star Wars Episode 5, so that's 25. Plus the 2 is 27. So it's 27 minus 10 equals 17.
Wow.
Whoa, Johnny!
1738.
Dustin, you failed. I'm so sorry.
Cheers, girl.
That guy's hopped up
girl.
on wine and he's getting answers right.
Yes.
Hey, that means caller
It is
20.
your year.
Caller 20 right now. We're going to give you Dustin's prize. World premiere, Crime 101 at the United Theater on Broadway, downtown L.A. Hits theaters everywhere February 13th, but you'll be at the world premiere if you're caller 20 right now on KROQ. Klein Alley Show coming to an end for now, but fear not, Sluggo will be in here in just a moment with more chances for you to hop on that standby boarding list and see that band right there, Turnstile. They got a Grammy. Will they bring it with them to Lisbon to meet you? Perhaps. Want to get on the standby list, win that trip? Be listening in about 20 minutes every hour, all day, all week, and we give that trip away, I believe, on Monday, which is usually not a day people look forward to, that Monday after the Super Bowl. Longest day before you have, longest time before you have new football again. Everyone's hungover, feeling all hopped up on sodium and wing sauce.
2 weeks does feel like so long to wait for a Super Bowl.
We'll make it worth your while, though, by giving away that trip at the very least. All right, takeaways from today's show. What do we got?
818, my takeaway is R.I.P. Kelly Clarkson Show.
Yeah, no one's more upset about that.
And our friend Pantyhose Greg.
He didn't even call today. I mean, that guy usually calls. We don't put him on the air a lot because a lot of people don't like him, but he usually calls many times during the show. And today, I don't think we heard from him even one time because he's so upset about the death of Kelly Clarkson, the show, not the person.
Yeah. 323 rideshare drivers do not approve of the squaw.
Well, Kelly Clarkson show's not going to be on anymore. I really like seeing her in her pantyhose.
Okay, that's Pantyhose
I'm
Greg.
sure that's why she was doing it. 213, my takeaway is hit up Klein if you need crap.
I'm going to be selling crap live. I'm supposed to be going live on this Whatnot at 11:30 today.
I'll tell my mom. My mom will join.
So I got to sell all this stuff in my stupid mystery box, and I don't think I'll make a lot of money off it, but side hustle rolls on.
818, my takeaway is let's get Jake to the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Jake, by the way, is currently 2% of the way to his goal with $91 raised.
Hey, Jake, $91. 2% down. Let's go.
714, Allie speaks Vanessa now because of Duolingo. 925, Klein is so brave. How does he do the show every day with 2 torn ACLs, a sausage toe, and a big schnoz? It's for his country.
Almost impossible, really.
213, Allie's home is full of white noise. And 213, my takeaway is if you see a mascot at a ball game, throw your children at him.
Yeah, that's what the mascot did tell us. Please don't do that. Stop throwing kids at mascots.
And 323, you know it's working when you're peeing neon green.
All right, Jake, what's your takeaway from today's show?
All you need is a lady with a nice tight fold.
Tight fold, man. That's what laundry's all about. It's that tight fold. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is all Pinot Noir is from Pinot.
Pinot is where it comes from, and some people call it peanut water. The fancy people. All right, have a great day. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, there's a GOAT line for you now, 844-956-GOAT. You can find us on Instagram, Klein Alley Show. We're also on TikTok. You can find us there. And thanks for checking out the YouTube and downloading the podcast.
Yes.
And that's it. Okay, bye.
That they feel that that you know they feel that
106.7 FM. Klein Alley Show. Mornings. KROQ. World famous KROQ.